Hello.
Welcome back to the Whirlwind Chronicles.
Or whatever it is. What's the sound?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, that's what it is.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
All right.
Hey.
All right.
Hey.
That's
We're just
pretty
doing a
annoying.
soundboard. Okay, Alyssa, start us off. You DM'd last
Oh
time.
my gosh, that's right. I have to remember how to do this. Well, welcome back to the Whirlwind Chronicles.
Welcome
we are.
Thanks for having me, Alyssa.
Hey, anytime, Joe. We are now on episode 6 of the Whirlwind Chronicles. How
Episode
crazy
6.
is that?
And
That
guess
is
what?
crazy.
We are level 2.
We're level 2.
We're
We
level 2.
leveled.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
right.
I forgot to
we
level.
did level. Can you
I
believe
leveled.
Did
it?
anyone level?
I leveled.
I leveled.
Wait, no, I did level because
Okay.
we did it after the session.
All
Well,
right. We have
we-
no problems.
Joe, this is
I
your
got
episode,
it. I got
so
it. I got it.
Yes, I
shared
know.
it.
you'll be cutting a little bit.
Yes.
Hello, future Joe.
found
I
it.
hope you're doing well. I
Thank
hope
you.
life's treating you
Hey,
well.
Joe, why don't you sit up?
I'm gonna.
Why don't you sit up in that chair as you're editing?
Right now, drink some water.
I'm gonna.
I'm telling you right now. Go drink your water. And don't be mad
Yeah.
that we're doing this so early in the podcast.
I'm gonna.
Is it too early for the
I'm
bit?
gonna
Yes.
make an assumption of how I'm doing, and then I'll make a video of if I was right.
Okay.
I'm doing good. I haven't eaten anything yet today.
Classic.
Yeah.
I either haven't.
Did
eaten
you have a single
anything-
raisin so far?
It's either I haven't eaten anything,
Or he ate a bowl
or
of cigarettes.
It's 11:30 at night,
Mm.
and I'm very bored, and so I was like, I gotta start editing, and I'll be up for another hour and a half or so, and yeah, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was
Oh,
a
I did
dumb
level.
bit, but
Hey everyone, Future Joe here. I am editing the episode. I guess I don't really know myself very well because today's been kind of a weird day. It's the middle of the day and I have already eaten lunch. I ate the earliest lunch that I've eaten in years, so that was kind of weird. I did drink some water. Thank you for reminding me, team. But yeah, I've eaten lunch. It's not super late. I don't know. I'm confused. Maybe I just don't know myself very well.
So yeah, this episode 6, pretty cool. I'm really proud of us for getting here. You know,
Yeah.
I know it's not that far, but
wow, good for us.
it's a big step.
Good.
Yeah.
Episode 6. So why don't we go ahead and start with our rolling? Yeah.
All right. Let me bring up the
Let's
list.
How
and
about
see what we have
Let's see.
today.
Josiah? Why don't you roll for genre? And Laura, did you roll last?
Do we have the lists?
I don't know if I do have the list.
I'll have you roll.
Okay.
Laura, you roll for plot point, and
the
I
hook?
will be the hook. Yeah.
Okay.
And I will not be participating because I DM'd last week.
For the genre today, we have apocalypse, action adventure, silly, mystery, sci-fi, and wild card. For the hook,
silly.
yes, that was your idea, Joe.
It what? Oh yeah, I remember that. I was like, let's do silly.
Yeah.
I don't really. All right.
We can always change it if we want.
No, we're
cool.
keeping
But for
it.
this one, it's an option. For the hook, we have wedding, parade, war, dinner party, local legend. Oh, we've already done local legend.
We did war.
We did local legend.
Sorry, we're changing it to
Forgot about
circus.
war.
Yeah, war. Wedding, parade, war, dinner party, circus, and wild
I
card.
love war.
War is hilarious.
War is so funny.
Why?
How do
All right.
you do with that?
I thought it would be funny.
I mean,
Josiah,
All right,
ready
yeah.
to roll?
I hope it's you if it's war. What am I rolling?
Me too.
A D4. Or,
no,
sorry,
D6.
D6.
Okay.
You're rolling for genre, right?
Okay.
Laura?
I'm rolling for hook.
Yes.
He's rolling for genre.
1.
Okay, so Josiah rolled a 1 and I rolled a 4,
Wait,
which means it's the genre today is apocalypse
Oh,
and the
Okay.
hook
Ooh.
is dinner party.
Ooh.
I'm here for this.
Ooh,
This is fun.
This is fun.
This is very
apocalypse
funny.
dinner
Oh,
party.
I'm into it. Okay, so now
Apocalyptic
everybody,
dinner
D20's
party.
out.
D20s.
Who is DMing?
12.
6.
I also rolled a 12.
Roll again.
Rollies?
Rollsies.
15.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
it's me.
It's
All
Laura. Laura.
Okay. This is
Are you
hard.
ready?
It's just like, it's just like I'm getting into
Yeah.
game master mode where you're
Yeah.
like, okay, I have to be like focused and ready
Yes.
instead of like reactive.
Game master mode.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Dinner
All right.
party apocalypse.
Okay.
Yeah, good
Okay.
luck.
Okay.
Do we want to go full steampunk on this, or do we want to do like
Whatever you
Zombie
want.
It's up to
apocalypse.
you. That's
Zombie could be fun, or like
zombie
or
apocalypse?
like
Or like
zombie
there's
the
no-
dinner
air is
party?
poisoned because of a like it could be anything.
That
Yeah.
could be
Or like
anything
everyone
your
turned
heart
into
desires.
trash bags.
Correct.
That's an apocalypse.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go.
Well, folks, let's see what kind of
Everyone turned into trash bags.
What?
What if everyone turned into trash bag?
Yeah.
Josiah, that's a-
apocalyptic.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
I
drifting
do.
through the wind, ready to start again.
Yeah,
Do
she
you
sang
ever
about this,
feel-
dude.
All right, on that note, let's get into the Whirlwind Chronicles. These are the Whirlwind Chronicles. Welcome in. So today on the Whirlwind Chronicles, we are going to pick up a few weeks after the last episode. I would love to go around the room and have each of you describe your characters again, with the understanding that they are now level 2. So I would love you to describe them in their differences from when we maybe saw them in the prologue. How have they changed? Not just in looks, but in demeanor, in the way they carry themselves and the way they relate to each other. Juniper, I'm going to start with you.
Juniper probably hasn't changed a lot externally. She's probably still got this pale green skin and like really long cream-colored hair. It might be pulled back a bit more lately for practicality's sake. Maybe a little less, a few less flowers in it and stuff. She maybe doesn't have as much time to kind of play around with it. So it's kind of pulled back a little more practically now. But I think some of the marked differences, if you remember in the prologue, she was nervously talking in front of the council about trying to like save her little plot of land in town and stuff, and it's been a while since then, and she's seen a lot more, and so the parts of her that may have seemed more timid have hardened a bit. She's seen a little more life. Not that she hadn't then, but she's matured. She's older, and I think as you all have learned more about her and about her past and what she went through with her family and everything, you guys are kind of starting to see this side of her that, though she's, can come across as just a happy-go-lucky, everything's great, like there's a mature wisdom to her because of what she's been through, and that's starting to become more obvious than it was before, I think, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I love that. Wallace.
So Ace, he's still pretty much looks the same. Because he spent so much time in the woods, he's still kind of scruffy and weather look to him. But he doesn't really. He's not quite as like bright and like he doesn't look as innately happy. Not like depressed, but he just like carries himself. Yeah, just kind of like he's had to see some more stuff. I mean, he spent after he kind of like ditched society right out of high school. He kept himself in the woods, but he didn't have to deal with much or struggle with any real problems ever. He was just happy to build his little hut and stay away from people. But now he's been on a lot of missions with you guys, and he just seems more like kind of mellowed out, if that makes sense. So maybe he seems tired at times, and I think also like now that he's kind of plugged into, albeit a small community, but like he's talking to people again after some time, and I think the separation from his family is starting to he's just wearing that on his sleeve a little bit more, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Calgo?
Yeah, this last year of Whirlwind Adventures it started off very exciting for Cal, because Cal didn't really know what he was going to do with his life. I mean, if you listened to the prologue, hopefully you did. He felt a lot of pressure of like family pressure of like my parents are successful at a certain path, and their parents, and he felt kind of pressured to do that kind of thing, and he's still pursuing it, but he something like the Whirlwind and that opportunity was very exciting for him, because it was something that was not normal, but something that he was excited to explore and see if he wanted to do something along the lines of whatever they might find through that. But as of recent, I mean, he killed a person for the first time. It was kind of like a spectral ghost person, but he still killed somebody. And that was a big turning point for him to take. He was interested in this kind of stuff, and he was having a lot of fun with it, but then he realized how serious it can be and how dangerous. And so he's definitely in the last couple of adventures taken everything a lot more seriously and tried to think about what he's doing more and what he says to people and how he acts, because he's nervous that something like that might happen again and he might not be ready again. And I think something that potentially the rest of the group would catch on. Well, it seems like as of recent, he's got a lot more on his mind. And probably a lot of it has to do with the events of, when he killed that person. But a lot of it, but there might be some stuff that is not that, and that's just other stuff that, you don't know.
He's working through things.
Yeah, he's working through things in his head. But overall he still cares about everybody a lot, but he's trying to figure out, what he's supposed to do in life and how he's supposed to act and things like that. So, yeah.
Edna, while the same nervous energy is there, that has not left. The same sort of insecurity brimming under the surface that you all have noticed in her has not gone away. It has now shifted for her. Where it used to be an insecurity of wanting to fit in, wanting to find friends, wanting to find community, where does she belong? It has now turned to, I can't lose them. I can't mess up and make them hate me. Edna, where she was very proactive in her life and her community outside of the Whirlwind, has now focused all her efforts within the Whirlwind and has let some things that may have been important and priorities in her older life kind of go to the wayside a little bit. However, I will say she has grown. She's learned not to speak upon impulse as much, to stay quiet when she needs to be, whereas she didn't before. She's trying to learn to let others lead maybe not so well, but I would say that's the biggest marked difference, is that she is holding on to this adventure and this group of friends as tightly as she can. As the 4 friends, like every other adventure, show up to the observatory and get ready, they've done this so many times now. So there's sort of a machine to it. You know, when one person reaches, the other supports them. When one person grabs something, the other person has something for them to carry it in. There's an unspoken understanding of how we do things now. And the group works in tandem very well at this point and gets ready for the next adventure. Before I talk through where the book flips and the blue light kind of shines, does any of you have any sort of thing that you do differently this time around? Just a chance to talk about it, if you arrive differently or talk differently. If not, that's totally fine, but I want to give an opportunity for any interaction.
I don't think Cal would. I think business as usual for him,
I think Juniper shows up and clearly has a few extra twigs in her hair. And there's maybe a smudge of dirt on her face. Like she just looks like she's been tumbling around outside in the woods or something. And she just comes in hey guys, I'm ready.
Wow. Did you fall?
Did I fall? No, I didn't.
You
fall.
got dirt, and Edna reaches out and tries to wipe it off.
Oh, thanks. No, I'm learning some new abilities and stuff, but I haven't quite figured them out, but it's really fun.
Wow, cool.
Ace will walk in, just kind of swinging the door open, and he's got a squirrel on his shoulder. All right, guys, let's fly. And then the squirrel will just it's holding a few acorns, and it drops one. Earl, what do you can't throw food in the observatory. Go get the nut. Go get that. And the squirrel just goes and grabs it. Comes back to the
Cal walks up to you and goes, "Wow, you got the squirrel through the door for the first time."
Yeah, he's been sticking with me. I've learned to I found a way to communicate with him, and yeah,
you can talk to him now.
I can.
Oh my gosh, tell him hi for me. Hello,
Right
little
now,
squirrel.
do it right now.
Yeah,
they're
right
saying
now.
hi. Why don't you just give him a little wave or something? And he just kind of tries to wave and drops the nut again, and he's just go get it. Yeah, I built Earl a little place to stay in my bunker.
Oh,
just kind of hangs out there.
right.
Sometimes.
Bunker.
We're definitely going to see that.
Maybe
At
today after the
some
adventure we
Cal-
can
after
go.
it's-
Point.
Cal, it's okay. I know you don't want to see that.
No,
It's fine.
dude, that's not
No,
true.
it's-
That is not true. 100% want to see it. I just haven't had the time.
All right.
Look, we're getting around to it. We just got stuff, priorities. Once it's done,
Yeah, I
I'll-
kind of
I'll
don't
be
want to
pumped,
see
you
it
know?
mid,
Yeah.
I
Right.
want you to be able to finish it
Yeah.
first.
we want to see the finished product.
It's getting close. It's
Oh,
getting
good.
close.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Is it really?
It is getting close.
Let's
yeah.
go.
Good.
What do you have left to do on it?
Well, I don't know, because it's kind of just one big space or one room right now. I'm just wondering if it needs to have any other rooms for any reason.
What's it for?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's just
Like-
kind of supposed to be a
Like an
hangout
apocalypse?
place.
A hangout
Yeah.
place?
No, it's not like that. It's just a cool place to. It's almost like a little. It's for one, it's a sturdier house, I think, than one that's in a tree.
Oh.
Less prone to breaking.
Oh, so it's in the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
Well,
didn't
a
know
bunker.
that.
Yeah.
It seemed like
No,
for a second
bunkers-
ago you knew what a bunker might be for, but now you don't know what a bunker is.
Well, I thought a bunker was
Oh wait,
I
who
didn't
asked
know-
what a bunker was?
me.
Oh, I thought
I didn't know that.
I thought
it didn't
June
ha-
asked what a bunker was.
See,
No.
I just thought a bunker was very protected. I didn't know it'd have to be under the ground.
I
think you're kind of right. I don't think it has to be under the ground.
But mine, I've definitely specified as an underground.
It's underground.
bunker.
Oh,
I am
my-
building
my
with
bad.
mostly a shovel.
Bunkers are almost always underground, according to
Boogle.
Google.
You Googled it?
Correct.
Yeah.
I Googled it.
I boogled Boogle.
I Googled it.
All right. We're going to cut that off.
No, we're not. No, we're
Oh,
not.
that was amazing.
No,
That's
I know.
staying in.
I know. Okay.
I'm editing this episode.
So, I know. All right.
That joke was mostly for Joe.
So the four friends get their things, get set, ready to go on another adventure.
Yes.
And the book goes on to the pedestal. The pages flip. The wind swoops around them. Clothes fly and flap, and hair flies up into faces, and the blue light encapsulates, and very similar normal thing that you normally see. When you land, the domed roof, glass roof, which normally shows whatever sort of sky or kind of space that you were in, you don't see anything through it. It's as if there's like, it's basically made of stone.
Gotcha. So like, there's no glass roof. It is now a stone roof. Or it's kind
yes.
of just a window to stone.
Yes, window to stone.
Gotcha.
That is a good way to put it.
It's so dark.
Yeah, it's like a cave or something. Or a building.
All the lights in the observatory go on naturally, just because you were in the dark. I wonder where we are.
I'll open the door. June, you check the book.
Yep.
Cal, Ace, you
Yes.
get the clothes or
And
whatever.
I got the book too.
June, you just keep looking pretty.
Oh. Yep.
All right.
No, I'll go over with June.
Well,
No,
someone's
you
got
have
to
go
check the
get
book.
Yeah, we have to see
Oh.
what we're.
I'm just here
what
to
we're
help.
dealing with.
Yep,
Oh, I
she's
see,
ready.
I see. Okay, so you go to the door, and open it up just as Edna goes over to the book. When you open it, the first thing you hear is a fire crackling in the corner of a bedroom. It is a grand bedroom made of stone, thick silk curtains, very fine, a huge canopy bed, a fine table with a vanity, and all sorts of smelling salts and perfumes and different types of oils and rouges that seem to be old-fashioned makeup. A thick, scented rug on the ground
Scented rug.
with like oils and spices,
Whoa.
something very
I've
fancy.
never heard of that. That's
Me
cool.
neither.
I made that up.
Oh.
I'd like to think that people in olden times didn't wash things, so they probably just put like
They just
They just
scented
like
them.
dumped
scented
scent.
oil. Yeah, they dumped scents and stuff.
Sure.
Who knows? I look at June and I go, who knows what happened on that rug? Don't touch it.
Actually,
Wait, should I make?
She just looks horrified at the rug.
actually, that is an interesting point. Whoever is looking out the door, I would like you to make a perception check. And you see the window against the bedroom is looking out onto darkness.
I rolled an 8.
An 8.
Does
You
it
just
sound
notice that it's a
toilet?
strong smell.
Smells
So,
Can I roll a perception check as well?
pungent
I'm going to
in
look
here.
out with him.
of course, as you do that, Eddie looks down at the book and she reads the sentence. It says, "Expose the truth."
Ooh.
That's very vague. I feel like there's no specific task for that. I'm very confused. What do we do?
Expose the truth.
That is
Where
very
are we?
vague.
Where are we? And she'll walk over to join you guys.
23 perception.
23.
Expose the
Expose the
truth.
truth.
Juniper,
I mean,
as you look out into the room, you notice that there's the smell of oils. You kind of get like I'm thinking of one of those really thick, heavy, sort of
Musk.
strong oils from
Frankincense.
like a frankincense, and then what was that one that's a root?
Patchouli.
Yeah, like a patchouli smell. You
Vetiver.
notice, you notice that like it's a really strong kind of smell. It's not bad, but it's strong and it's rich.
Mhm.
You notice that it's rich because a lot of people wouldn't be able to afford something like
Uh-huh.
that. And you also notice the smell of garlic in the carpet.
Guys, is there like art on the walls? I want to like should I go try to make us some clothes or something real quick? Or
Go ahead and make
out of the art.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Let's see what they wear here.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I would like to ask. I'm gonna step.
Natural one. I don't see a blessed thing because I'm still inside next to the machine.
He's like, I don't see any art,
thing.
guys. I'm gonna step out,
Okay.
I'm gonna step out too.
and I want to look. Are we like? What is our door on?
The door seems to be a closet. And
wardrobe?
you notice something
Spatoon.
you notice something very interesting as you step out.
Do we?
As you go, and as your body passes through the doorway, your form turns into what looks like a humanoid version of yourself. Some sort of glamour or disguise that the observatory is putting on you. So you get the sense that you are stepping into a world where maybe goblins don't exist.
Sure.
And the whirlwind is protecting you from that. So you turn into sort of this like humanoid version of yourself. So you grow a little taller. You're still pretty short, but you grow a little taller.
The whirlwind leveled up too.
Yeah.
Before it couldn't protect you if your didn't exist
I hope it's
there.
all right that I'm kind of
Go for it.
going on a limb and giving it that ability, but
Always.
I'm thinking of Doctor Who, you know.
Sure, yeah.
You know, like
I
it
didn't
would
watch
always
it, but yes.
it would put like little protections based off of where they were.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, as you step out, your feet are very
goodness.
quiet on the thick rug underneath you. And you just get the smell of the room and the fire crackling, and it's pretty hot in here actually. It's pretty warm.
Guys, how do I look as a human? Probably horrible.
Oh,
I know.
So
my
are we not making?
gosh.
I don't need to make disguises now.
What?
I guess not.
Oh well.
Well, she's still wearing the same clothes, I will say.
I'm gonna go run over to the mirror and look at myself.
Same
Whoa.
Juniper, same features, same everything. If you look closely, it's almost like you can see through it a little bit.
It's just like an illusion.
It's just an illusion, yeah.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Wait, do I change at all? Being a half
Yep.
elf? What do
Well,
just
I
change
will
to?
say your
Your ears
ears,
just-
your ears
My ears just
round,
shrink.
and the little tinge of light gray that's on your skin kind of goes away a little bit. As you walk out, because you had a high perception check, you notice oil paintings on the wall of figures, and they are dressed in very fancy dress, like ruffly dresses that are poofy. The men have these like long tails and wigs and
I have tails.
like
They're
coattails, yeah,
I'm sorry.
and wigs, and you get like a sense of like 1700s fashion.
Whoa.
Which is like the high wig, the stockings and heeled boots for men.
Oh, yeah, I'm
And-
good.
The
No, we have to blend in.
No, we
Cal.
don't,
Yes, we
Cal.
literally
No,
do.
Guys.
That's the whole thing.
Why is that the whole thing?
Because if we stick out like sore thumbs, nobody's gonna trust us.
that's not true. Maybe they will trust us. They'll be like,
No.
oh my gosh, people from...
We're gonna have to go back and change.
Yeah, I think we do.
I'm good.
Cal.
Cal, you have
I'm
to.
not wearing stockings.
Cal, well,
Look at
don't wear
me.
stockings, but at least wear the breeches.
What is the breeches?
It's those pants.
What are the breeches? I'm not wearing those pants.
Cal.
I look like a baseball player
Cal?
that never played baseball.
Cal, you
I
have to. You gotta
reach
wear the
over
getup.
and grab Cal by the ear.
Well, you can't. Where you would normally grab my ear, it no longer is there.
It's an illusion, so I can just reach right through it.
Oh wait, can you? Is it like a? Okay, that's a good question.
Yes, she said it's an illusion.
So like,
We
I could
see
like
through
put
it.
my arm through your head.
No.
Oh.
It's an illusion, but it's not.
stronger than that.
It's yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's physically
Is
transformed
it a
you.
disguise
Right.
self then? Because doesn't disguise self?
No,
do
that's the
physical
one where it's-
transformation?
I'm
not.
saying it's an omnipotent
Or- yeah.
whirlwind
Yeah.
ability. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
technically disguise self. It's
True.
just like
Whirlwind
Just
ability.
changing the rules.
yeah. It's just it's essentially like polymorphed you in a sense.
Sure.
If you think of it that way in
That's
terms
fine.
of like
Yeah.
physical ability.
Well, whatever it is, I grab Cal by the ear.
No,
Cal?
no.
You're changing. I
You
don't even
can't
care.
make me
I
change, Juniper.
literally
Yes, you
can.
can.
And I just start
Wait
to
a
drag
minute.
him in.
I actually do want to know. Hold on. I go. Wait. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
wait.
Wait, I have to
No, no,
Wait. I actually do want to walk back in and see if I turn back to normal.
You walk back in. You
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
you do.
Interesting.
Oh, good. You're already in there. And she
I
just
walk back
pushes
out.
you toward. No, she
Edna-
just tries to push you
I'm
towards
not
the thing.
changing.
Edna walks over to the workbench and pulls open this whole thing and starts pulling out like fabrics and dresses and gowns and things. And then she brings over some outfits for the boys. and they're like full, like with the wig and
have
everything.
to.
With the wig and everything.
No.
And she's so excited. And,
I'm not wearing that.
Cal, why won't you wear it? Are
Because-
you afraid you're gonna look not cool?
No, that just looks extremely.
We have to
uncomfortable.
blend in.
I'll get my own outfit on.
Okay, fine. You
Yeah.
can wear the servant's outfit.
I put on an old baseball player's uniform.
Cal,
I'll
this
wear this.
doesn't make
I
any
look just the
sense.
same.
No.
Yes.
Well, okay.
No.
I mean,
I play for the Bankies.
all right. Well, you know what?
Thank you.
We're you know what? You can wear that, but you have to wear a wig with it.
No, I don't. Why
Yes,
do I
you
have to wear a
do.
wig? I'll wear this ball cap.
Cal, you can be a pirate. How about that?
I'm not gonna be a pirate.
Wear this cool hat.
I'm gonna wear this. I have
no,
a ball
no, no.
cap on.
You have
Wait,
to
wait,
wear
wait.
some sort of hat that makes sense with the world.
Cal, you
Cal?
look like an idiot.
we have
I
to
look like
blend
a
in.
baseball player.
Cal.
and you look stupid
I
because
look
they
like-
don't have those here.
I look like Barry Bonds. That's
Cal.
a real player.
Gary Gons. They called him that because when he hit the ball, it was Gons,
It was
Gons, Gons.
No, we don't have to dwell on my outfit. I can just wear this. I'll be fine.
Cal, do you
What?
trust me?
No.
Okay.
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 How do you trust me? No. Okay.
Okay.
Edna's gonna go ahead and grab an orange gown with a big poof in the back and a nice little like white wig with curls and everything, full on, and put on an outfit.
Juniper's gonna grab actually like a servant's uniform, like whatever's the most simple. So she's just gonna wear like
Nice.
I don't actually know what that would look like, but something very simple and plain and just
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
Wallace is going full aristocrat. He's doing it.
Yes. Yes. All right.
Cal puts on a Privinsville Dragons uniform, which is the baseball team from up north.
Okay. All
It
right.
has the same kind of pants. See?
All right.
But you're
Pleats
You
and
know
all.
what? You do look like
so
a pansy a
Cal,
little bit.
if you get in trouble
No.
from this, just saying, we told you so.
Yeah.
I look great.
Wait, I wonder if the Whirlwind, when he walks out, will just change his outfit because he doesn't match.
Let's
No,
see.
because I just
Let's
walked
see
out with
what
a leather
happens.
jacket and it didn't.
It
She
could
said-
or it couldn't.
She
We'll
said
find out.
specifically, no and stop.
All right. Edna
kidding.
walks out. You see her golden tiefling skin turn into like a pale, fair-skinned. Her hair turns brown, and she's got a few freckles and the same freckles that she has, but they're no longer on her. Her horns are gone, and yeah.
Cool.
Do you all follow?
Yeah, I walk out.
All right, as you walk out, the door to the observatory closes, and you hear a lock click, and you get the sense we're not going back in there.
You're in it.
Nope.
All right, so I guess we figure out where we are.
Eddie, what's
and
life like without horns? Does your head feel lighter?
She puts her hands on her head. This is so strange.
Do you have like less good...
Is this what you guys feel like all the time?
Yeah, pretty much.
I
is
don't
your-
like it. I feel like I'm missing something.
Is
Well,
your
you're kinda-
cellular
you are,
connection
kinda.
better or worse now?
Is my what?
Your cellular connection, is it better or worse now?
You know, I
One
don't know
little-
if there's cellular connection here, Wallace, but I bet it would be worse.
Side note.
Bellular.
Side note.
I
In
use-
our world, in Woodbine, little known fact about tieflings, their horns give them cellular connection.
I'd like to
5G horns.
I would
Yeah.
like to think that her horns are sensitive, so she can like feel the wind and all
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
So she is like, I feel like I'm missing, like
Yeah,
I
there's
can't,
something gone.
you know.
Yeah.
It's like when you don't have like a, like you know when you like break a finger and you have to wrap it up and you're
Mhm.
like something's off.
Wallace taps her to see if she falls over.
What are you doing,
yeah,
like
it's
the
a cat-
balance.
It's like a cat with
Equilibrium.
whiskers.
Wallace? I'm not. Oh my goodness.
I don't
All right.
know. I just...
No,
All
that
right.
was a good call.
So
Yeah.
what's our cover story? We're
I'm a baseball player.
oh right, Cal.
Like I can't go back and change now.
You're
I'm late for a
you're our hired servants, and we are.
He's our court jester.
Yes.
Jester.
Yes.
No,
yes.
I'm a baseball
That's
player.
why he's wearing the
me
That's
and
why he
Leo-
looks
outfit.
ridiculous.
No, I'm a
We're-
baseball player.
We're a couple come to visit, and she's
Yeah.
our servant and our
Uh-huh.
jester.
I'm ready.
I mean, I'm ready. I'm going to carry this baseball bat and let's go.
She opens the
Wait.
door.
I'm gonna walk over to the. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
The tape. The Vanity?
Yes.
I'm gonna go to the vanity,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to see what kind of oils and items might be on the vanity.
There is sort of like the patchouli smell. You find a bottle of that.
A peculiar smell here. I think that every single time I've ever heard that word. Really? I always
know why
immediately
that
think
got
that's a
me.
very peculiar smell.
I don't know why that got me.
That's funny.
Thank you very much.
Hilarious. You see a little tin of like some sort of like salt.
I will take that as well.
You'll take it. Do you smell it?
Ooh, is it smelling
Sure.
salt?
You smell it, and immediately your head jerks back. You feel the sharp kind of like opening pain in your nostrils, and you feel a jolt of energy.
I have smelling salts in real life. Do you want me to do them real quick so you
No.
just get into the moment?
No.
Yeah, you got to get into
Okay.
character.
And
I
you
will I'll
find
pocket those as well.
you find a little circle of like a circular tin of blue powder. You would assume is some sort of like eye makeup.
Ooh, I'll take that as well.
And similar to that, you find like it's like a kohl for like maybe putting on your brows or your lashes, and then a red, which is like an oily based one, which you assume would be for lips, cheeks, all that stuff. It's just like a basic makeup.
Okay.
Do
Can I discern? Can I find the garlic? Where I'm smelling garlic. Can I figure out where that's coming from? Is it just from the rug?
do an investigation check.
It's from the kitchen. maybe?
Anything a baseball player would need. Just kidding.
Well, we have all this makeup that we can put on him to make him look
6.
more like a clown.
Oh, that's a
yeah,
good
great.
idea.
Nice. No.
6. No, you just smell it. You know that you got the whiff of it, but it's not insanely strong, but you can tell that it's there. And it's mixed in with the patchouli and all that stuff.
I wonder if somebody was cooking in here.
I don't know if that's what they were doing.
Oh.
I mean, maybe they were.
Maybe. They were
Edna-
cooking up something.
They were cooking something.
Edna slowly turns the handle. The lock slides, and the door creaks open out onto a mezzanine of a great hall. You hear voices down below. You can't see over the balcony yet. You'd have to go forward. But you see sort of this grand hall, like 2 stories. So where the bedroom is like this upper level, and then snaking around in like a C shape. On either side are staircases going down into this marble hall, this great sort of like castle type building. And you hear voices of men and ladies talking below. They have high, posh accents. Yeah, I'll say that's all you see. Edna will start walking out
Yeah, I'll walk.
and kind of glance down.
Yeah, me too.
I'll follow because I'm your servant.
Oh, okay. Do we have to pretend we're like fancy?
Yeah, probably. I think so. They sound pretty fancy.
I look,
Oh, that's right. Yes.
we have to clear our throats
Cal,
a
just
lot,
pretend
and we
to
have talk like this.
Hey.
Goofy. just be silly, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, just be real silly boy.
Just be. Yeah.
Just be God's silliest little goose.
I'm going to teach this place how to play baseball.
No.
All right, let's go. And Edna will
Baseball's not a real sport.
What do you mean it's not a real sport?
He's getting into character.
Oh, sorry. What do you mean it's not a real sport? Me too.
And then he'll
Hey.
Edna will start to lead the group, and you all start to walk over and down the staircase. As you do, you see the faces of the people down below look up at you. You see a short, sort of pudgy gentleman, very ruddy cheeks, gray curly hair flopped all over his face. He is not wearing a wig. His leathers.
I knew I didn't need a wig.
He looks very well traveled. So his shoes, his buckle, like he has shoes with a buckle and like heel, and they have like
the pilgrim shoes.
yes, and they have like mud and dirt on them, so they're not as finely polished as some of his counterparts. And he has sort of like a merry twinkle in his eye. Next to him, you see a lady in a gown. She looks very fine, very beautiful. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Her chin is up, and she's very quiet and prestigious from what you can tell. Next to her is another man. He is very fine as well. You see her arm is draped over his shoulder. He has a fancy wig on, a large, what looks to be a captain's hat of some sort of naval background, possibly. You're unsure, but it looks military of some nature. He has the matching tails and shoes that are all polished and bright. The same haughty look as the lady. And then you see a shorter, stockier woman. She is not wearing a dress, but the outfit of a man. And she has a few knives strapped into her belt. She's not taking any care to hide them. She almost wears them as a show of trying to say, stay away. She has sort of a beady, intense look to her eyes. One scar down her cheek. Yeah, she kind of stands nearby to the shorter, pudgy gentleman. And the four of them look up at us as we walk down, and you immediately can see, well, do an insight check. Do an insight check on their reaction to you us being there.
15 insight.
I rolled a dirty 20.
A 7.
Edna did not roll very well, so she's kind of nervously standing there. Edna's eyes sort of flick to the corner of the room for a second, noticing, kind of taking in what she sees, but you all didn't roll high enough, so I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, that's fine.
Insight, you notice that they're all surprised to see you there, but they're not outraged or shocked. They're just, sort of a mild surprise of who are these new guests? So as you walk down, the ruddy gentleman gives a hearty laugh, and he walks forward. Oh, hello.
Hello! And I walk forward.
And what are your names,
Well-
good ladies?
Well met, good sir. And he'll kind of, do the, link arms with Edna.
Edna will follow along.
My name is Wallace Elderbauer. And
Oh, Mr. Wallace Elderbow, it's very, very nice to meet you.
it's very nice to meet you, too. And this is my wife, Evangeline
Evangeline
Elderbauer.
Elderbow, very lovely to make your acquaintance. Edna gives a slight
There you
nod.
And
Very lovely.
I
Very, very
and
lovely
these are,
to make your
I
acquaintance
immediately
too.
walk
this
past
is our,
him.
this is our
I
servant,
immediately
and this is our gesture, our court gesture.
I immediately walk past him. Cassidy Peacock, nice to meet you. And I have
Oh
my baseball
my.
bat over my
Oh my.
shoulder, and I reach out my hand.
You must excuse him. This is our court jester.
Nah.
He's
He
They call me
immediately
the closer.
he immediately looks you up and down and puts his hands back. I'm sorry,
All right,
gentlemen.
I
Who
thought-
are you?
Thought maybe you guys don't shake hands here. All right.
This
I
is
gotta back
sorry.
up.
This
He
is
looks
you
to
must excuse-
Wallace.
You must excuse him. This is our court jester. He's working on a new
Don't listen to him.
I
adventurous routine.
Don't
was
listen to him.
going
That
to
ain't true. That
say
ain't
a
true.
very, very strange garb you
No.
have.
He's getting into this thing he
No,
calls role play. Was it?
What?
Oh, very interesting.
Oh,
Very
yes.
interesting. Maybe
Ugh.
you could entertain the court
No,
tonight.
Yes.
no, I'm a baseball player.
Very,
You
very
ever heard
nice.
of baseball?
He's doing a character right now.
No.
Chris
I
Kraft
haven't.
to the bat, man. It's
Wonderful.
Good to speak.
Well, Mr.
What?
Mr. Wallace Elderbow. Mr. Wallace Elderbow is very, very nice to meet you. I'm very, very excited
Well,
to.
Wallace, what are you gonna say?
Excuse me, sir. Could you put a muzzle on
I'm sorry about
your
this.
jester? I would like to get a word in.
Muzzle.
Yes. Yeah. Why don't you stay over here, Jester? His
And,
name is Jester.
and
They
the
call me
steps
the
forward.
closer.
Edna
okay.
steps forward.
Yes, the closer will stay over here.
Excuse me, but we will be not requiring your services anymore if you don't shut up. And she gives you
Hey,
a
that's
look.
fine with me.
Hey, know
I
your
never, and I look at him and I go, I never agreed to this job. I don't know what they're talking about.
know your place, boy.
Yeah, my place is on third base.
June is gonna look for a kitchen door.
Make a perception check.
6.
You don't see anything.
Does she? She's also would like to look for some other servants.
You don't get anything with that perception.
Okay.
Well, I assume you've had quite rough travel. I'm excited that you have made it here in one piece. Not many can survive the journey to the castle, but we are very, very excited to host you tonight. My name is well, it's Mr. Trevor. Mr. Trevor.
Mr. Trevor.
Trevor.
And your
Mr.
first
Trevor.
name would be
Cornelius.
Cornelius Trevor.
Cornelius Trevor at your service. We are
Cornelius
very,
Trevor.
very excited to host you.
Oh,
Cassidy
we are
Peacock.
very, very
nice to meet you.
excited to be hosted by you.
Oh, wonderful, excellent, excited.
Mr. Trevor, is there any way that I can help? I'm just here to help.
Oh, excellent. And he turns to Wallace and Edna. You may instruct your help to wait in the kitchen and assist with the meal prep.
Of course.
That door right there, and he turns to sort of like a hidden door near the staircase. That door right there.
Yes, it's just like our
Thank
kitchen
you,
at
young
home.
lady.
Go
You
why
on.
don't you go under the
dismissed.
stairs?
You are dismissed.
Hey,
As well as you.
She just like stares
Quiet, quiet,
daggers
boy.
at Cal and goes under the
you
stairs.
And,
ever played sports before?
you must excuse him again.
No,
He's
I'm just
I
trying
will
out some
ask
new-
Look, I
that
am a
your
dinner guest.
jester retire to the
retire.
kitchen.
No, I don't.
Jester.
I don't cook.
boy to the kitchen.
I don't cook.
Boy
I don't cook.
to the kitchen.
June will turn around and grab his ear.
hey,
Come on,
Careful, my
baseballer.
baseballer.
Just so you drag him to
Yeah,
the
she
door.
drags him to the kitchen.
All right. So as you two leave, Edna kind of gives a little bit of
Why
a
it's
bow,
the
and she goes, "We would love to. We would love to see the rest of make the acquaintances of the rest of the party here." She's like trying to get into character and not doing a good job of it. Cornelius kind of leads him. Oh, yes, of course. I must introduce you. As he walks over to introduce the rest of the group, he goes, well, there won't be much for them to do, as it is not yet evening, but I'm sure they'll be preparing a very, very nice feast for all of us. Now, let me introduce you to, this young couple over here. Mr. Burbage. Mr. Burbage, let me...
He's so. What is he on?
I'm trying to channel a character,
No, I
you guys.
love it. It's great.
Mr. Burbage, why don't you introduce yourself? You see the taller, sort of haughty man with the sort of military
Why are you
military
describing
dress.
everyone as hotties? What's up with that?
Well, it's just that couple.
Everyone's a hottie.
Everyone's a hottie up in here. So many hotties
yeah,
in this
everyone's
party.
so hot.
Mr. Burbage is he's a
No,
hottie.
you
He's a
get the
hottie.
sense. You get the sense that this
He
guy
can rub it.
Cornelius, while his no, don't bring it up. Don't do it. I'm
can rub
haunted.
Every episode we'll bring that up. One of Laura's characters can always rub.
Oh man,
You know,
we're
well-
never gonna do this.
Oh gosh. You get the sense that Cornelius, while his affect is very haughty in the way that he speaks, because we're not used to it, he's not a prideful, snobby person. However, you get that sense from the two figures now walking up. This gentleman, apparently Mr. Burbage, looks down at you and says, very nice to...
I'm never getting through this episode.
I'm never gonna get through this episode. He goes. He looks down his nose at you, or at the two of us, and he goes, "Very nice to make your acquaintance, Mr. What was it?
Baggins. No, okay. Mr. Elderbow.
Oh, Mr. Elderbow. It's very, very nice to make your acquaintance.
Mr.
This is
Burbage. It's
my-
very nice to meet you as well.
This is my wife.
Yes.
This is my
My
This is
wife.
my
This guy,
wife.
this
My
guy does
wife.
sound like a hottie.
Yeah.
My wife.
my wife.
My wife.
My wife.
What is it from again?
It's from
I can never remember.
it's from
My wife.
what's it called?
I don't know.
The guy, Sacha
Uh-huh.
Baron Cohen.
Oh, yes.
My
Borat.
wife.
Borat.
My wife.
This is my wife, Lillian. Very, we are pleased to make your acquaintance. And she kind of just nods her head. Charmed.
I'm sure.
And this is their bodyguard. And the woman next to them, the stocky woman with kind of a fierce look, doesn't say anything.
She's the hottie.
Ah, so you guard bodies.
She just kind of levels a glare at you. The Mr. Burbage
Very
kind of goes,
interesting occupation.
"That is Jacqueline. She is our bodyguard. She is the one who brought us through the harrowing journey to get to this beautiful castle. I don't see a bodyguard with you. How did you get here?"
Well, our bodyguard is also doubling as a court gesture at the moment. You know,
That
he's just trying to branch out
Fool
and try new
protected
things.
you from vampires.
Well, he knows how to fight, but he...
You're not there.
He must be very well trained.
Yes. I mean, fortunately, we didn't see any vampires. At least, well, maybe he did and fended them off, but we did not. So.
The woman next to him, Lillian. "Well, I can see why you kept him on then.
Yes.
Why you put up with his foolishness, if he can keep you safe.
I am very strong.
We all countedly lucky to
Boy,
be
go
here.
back to the kitchen.
I'm in the kitchen.
Oh.
At this point, we will cut over to our two friends who walk into the kitchen. Juniper, as you drag Cal into the kitchen, the first thing you notice is a figure leaning against the table in there, where maybe there would be vegetables and meats and things prepared. Right now, there are things on the table, but it's not in the middle of being prepared, but he leans on it, he eats an apple and kind of like is staring at you and sort of giving you a little smile. He has a dark complexion, dark eyes, long hair. He wears traveling leathers, very unlike the rest of the group. Do an insight check on this fellow.
I'm not paying attention to him.
Okay.
I'm just thinking and saying out loud, I'm like, June, enough with the ears. You don't need to grab my ear every time you need to pull me somewhere.
It's the only way that
No,
you
it's
actually
annoying.
follow.
Well,
11.
hello there.
Hello there.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there.
Hello there.
11.
11. You get the sense that this guy is not a cook. Sure. But that's all you get. And he
Hello.
sits there eating an apple,
Hello.
kind of leaning against the table. Are you...
She'll put her hand out.
I'm a baseball player.
Juniper, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And you are?
He'll take your hand and shake it. Oh, I can get out of your way if you need to prepare the food.
Oh,
Oh, no. We don't need to prepare any food.
We
We're
were
not-
actually
we're
just
not
coming to
chefs.
get out
Yeah,
of the
we're
mess.
just
What's your
getting
name?
out of the way.
It's Vlad.
Vlad?
Vlad.
or Vlad.
That
I
is-
heard
Yeah, I
Vladimir.
heard Vlad as well. But
Vladimir.
Vladimir. Oh.
That is cool. My name is Cassidy Peacock. Nice to meet you. They call me the closer. You ever played baseball before?
I don't know the sport of which you speak, if I'm going to be honest here. What are you doing in the kitchen then?
Well, probably about the same thing that you're here for.
Oh, you can't bear the sight of those peacocks
Yes.
strutting around
Well,
in there.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about me?
Sorry, present company not included, I
Okay,
guess.
thank you. I appreciate that. Cassidy
They
Peacock,
like to
my
prune
name.
their
Oh, I
feathers and
forgot
talk
you
about how brave they are for traveling harrowing
Well,
fields to get here.
It's honestly ridiculous.
They are really annoying, and the clothes they wear is just ridiculous.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah, the truth is that they couldn't survive a lick without their bodyguards
Well,
and
of
their
course
hired
not.
help.
Yeah. Where did you get your clothes? Because you look cool.
Oh, thank you. I was
You're welcome.
trained from a young age to fight so that I could cross the passageways by myself.
You know, okay. Obviously, I probably look weird to you, but I was also trained from a young age. Not really to fight, but more to, like, pick locks, get into places, steal things. So,
Are you a young lord too?
well, maybe? I don't know. What do you mean by young lord? Because I like the sound of that.
You're not a guest then.
Oh, no, I
You're
am.
the help.
Oh, no.
I-
We're not the help. No, sir. We, to be honest, we are just kind of walking around. Our friends are guests.
He's gonna do an insight check.
Sure. I'm a baseball
We're just
player.
kind of walking around. That's the best you could come up with.
In
Yep.
the kitchen. We're walking around in the kitchen.
We're just walking around. What are you fighting? You said you're a trained warrior or something?
Well, the vampires, of course.
Oh, the
Well,
vampires.
I-
Where
Obviously,
have
but-
you been?
Well, but I mean,
Well-
there are other dangers in this world, so we.
Do you see this? And I hold up the bat.
Not many that can come across a vampire.
I hold
They've
up the bat. I'm
Nearly
like, you
taken
see this?
over.
This could become a big steak. I heard those vampires don't like big
Oh, is that
steaks.
wooden?
It is. So, but
a
it's
very
mine, and I put it back
interesting
kind of like
tool.
on my shoulder. Well, thank you very much.
Where
It's
have
called
you
a
all
baseball
been
bat.
the last 20 years?
Well,
All
we
over the
travel
place,
a lot.
really.
We
We
haven't
do.
really. It's kind of hard to stay in one place because of how the vampires have taken over, and
Yes.
all of the things. So we kind of
Well.
like to keep moving so that we don't like get trapped in one
that's
place.
So
right.
you've been to places where the sun still shines, though.
Yes, we've seen it.
Oh, we've seen the sun.
and it's a
We've seen the night.
beautiful, beautiful thing.
We've
I'd
seen
very
a
much
lot.
like to see the sun. I was only a young boy when the light went out.
Mm.
Well, we would be glad to take you there sometime.
You know, but the dark ain't that bad. I kind of like it.
I think there's beauty
I think
in
I will
both.
take you up on this offer at some point.
We would love to have
What,
you.
to go see the sun?
Yes.
Oh,
I
well.
think I would love to travel with
I
you
don't-
after
well, I
this.
don't
That
know
would
if
be-
I-
You seem like
I don't
very
know.
brave
I don't
people.
know if we... Okay. Sure, yeah, maybe. Maybe we could work together for the time being. I mean, again, what are you here for?
Well, the dinner, of course.
Oh, so you are one of the guests.
Yes.
I see.
Oh,
and
hi.
you're just kind of sitting in here just
Well,
because you're trying to get away from
Any
the
man,
noise.
any member of the royal family was invited to the hall.
Of course. Well, I am royalty in a way, as you said. But, you know...
I can see that.
Mm.
But his face does not match his words.
I play for the Dragons. So, you know, big deal.
He looks over at Juniper. What are you here for if not for the hall?
Well, I am here for the hall. He's actually our court jester.
No, that is not true.
And this is a bit that he has decided
No.
is funny in the court.
Do you see this? And I hold up the bat again. This is a vampire killing machine.
Well, that part is true.
Roll a deception check.
Can I roll one too or no?
I have rolled
You-
only crap.
You can
tonight.
roll with advantage because you weren't
Okay.
the one outright
Sure.
lying, but you assisted her. Yeah.
8.
That was with advantage?
Yep.
Oh.
He just kind of narrows his eyebrows, but he doesn't say anything, and he just takes another bite of his apple.
But here's what I'm trying to say is I think maybe, you know, with this war against the vampires, maybe we could work together. I've got some skills that
A
might come in
war?
handy. Or, you know, just trying to avoid them or whatever.
So you like killing vampires, then?
It can be fun,
Who doesn't?
right?
Of course.
Do you like killing
Of course.
vampires?
Absolutely love it.
Yeah, me too. It's awesome.
He just kind of gives you both like a really long look. Let me tell you something. We are here for, at the hall, we have a meeting once a year among the royal families, deciding what to do with the remainder of our crops that we harvested many years ago before the great darkness came upon our lands and the vampires began to take over. Very hard to travel, not much people to take care of now these days, but
Yeah, well, there is not much people to take care of.
Well, to be honest with you, I just have to cook the food.
I'll get out of your way then. And he stands up and walks out.
Listen, we were
June,
not
we
doing
had him on the
well.
hook.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No.
June, he was
He was
oh,
laughing
June, come
at
on.
you.
June, I was about to become a
He was-
vampire hunter.
Oh my god.
I don't think you
He
understand
was
how
literally
cool
laughing
I would be.
at you. I don't
You
think
see
you
this?
understand.
You know how rare
immature
I have
and
seen.
stupid
No.
this
I have
whole
seen a
thing
lot of
is,
vampire
and
movies.
it's just
Look, I've seen a lot of vampires, and I've met a lot of vampires. Okay, and all of them hate wooden spikes and stakes and
Okay,
things.
well-
And I happen to be the only one out of the group that happened to bring a baseball bat.
Oh, well,
that
good
could
for
come in
you.
Great
Well, I happen to be the
in
only one
something
who
like this.
decided that we should go in the kitchen and we're going to find some garlic.
That's why you wanted to go to the kitchen to bring garlic.
No, but now that we're here, it kind of works out, doesn't it? Because
Maybe.
vampires happen to hate garlic.
Hopefully, there's garlic around.
Oh, I'm sure there's garlic. I'm going to
I'm
go look
just
for
saying
garlic.
that my
Do a
disguise,
investigation check.
my disguise and costume has happened to work out the best so far.
I highly disagree.
Do you
7.
have anything that can kill
You
vampires right
can't
now?
find any
No.
garlic. You're going through and you see like knives and things, but you're getting agitated
Yeah,
because he's
and he's just standing in the back, and yeah, Cal's just standing in the back, just yelling nonsense,
Yep.
just annoying.
We're just
her.
like yelling at each other.
Have you found it yet, June? I don't think so.
Oh my god!
You know,
she
this
grabs a wooden
baseball bat
spoon.
is real pine.
And on that note, we're gonna cut back to the conversation with Wallace and Edna. Cornelius kind of gives a happy little chuckle and a little huff, and he goes, "Well, I'm very, very excited to bring you into my home, the Hall. What an honor it is to host the noble houses every year, to talk about grains and free trade. Oh, what a delight, what a pleasure!
Oh, and I too am so delighted to be here joining you this fine evening, prithee.
He kind of gives a confused nod, and he just goes, well, I will bring you into the drawing room, and we shall retire there until the dinner.
Oh, I do love drawing.
both the Burbages.
I should very much like to show you some of my sketches.
Excellent.
Lady and Lord Burbage kind of give you a little glance, what the hell? And then, but they let Cornelius sort of leads you into a drawing room. Edna tugs on your arm. All right. Am I doing a good voice? Is that okay?
Oh yes, absolutely, darling. You're doing splendid.
Splendidly. I think I can do it. Yes. And
charming, I'm sure.
You walk into a small little drawing room. At this point, you see some paintings on the walls, some nice couches and different chairs to sit around. There's a card table in the corner. It's just like a, pretty normal drawing room, but he's sort of, well, take a seat, everyone. Take a seat.
I'll sit on a couch and cross my legs. Ah, splendid. Very well. Prithee.
Lord Burbage sits down. His wife sits next to him. Did you arrive today? I am afraid I did not see you coming through the gates.
Oh,
there are many
yes.
guards out there.
We were a little bit of a late arrival. Just, we had to take some extra time. Still could not fully get him settled down, but...
Yes. Which remind me, which royal house are you from? And at this, I would like you to do a perception check, just to see if any of the information you're gathering will help you in this answer. Edna's going to do the same.
21.
She rolled a 2, so she immediately starts sweating. We are from the, and she looks at you, doesn't know what to say. You notice there are photos, portraits painted of different royal houses around the room. You see different names sort of lining the different portraits, names like Bexley and Altman and Lockhart and Conwyn and Faraday. They're all dressed in fine attire, so I'm just gonna say those are the clues that you pick up. Use them how you wish. Edna kind of stutters. We're from the...
Well, it's a little bit complicated, but my uncle is from the house Faraday, and...
Faraday?
Yes.
Very interesting. I haven't had deals with him in a while.
Mm-hmm.
How's the old chap doing?
Oh, yeah, well, they always say Faraday's are fair as day. I'm kidding, of course. He's doing quite well for himself.
I heard he died 2 years ago in the crossing to the hole.
Wait, who are you referring to? I'm referring to my uncle. Who?
Felix Faraday.
Oh, Felix, right. Well, my uncle is not Felix.
Edna jumps in. No, Felix, very, very sad event 2 years ago. We are talking about his brother.
Edmund,
yes.
Faraday.
Yes, his brother, not very well known, hidden away as a child, and kind of came into the fortune of his house very, very soon after his death, and we are here as his emissaries.
Yes.
Aren't we, dear?
Yes, we sure are.
He kind of just gives you a look. Very interesting. I didn't know that. All right. It's very strange. We haven't had any more arrivals, but he seems to thin out over the years. Doesn't it, dear?
Is it the vampires?
Yes. Loathsome things.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. How... I'm sorry. I'm getting caught up. How long have the vampires been such a nuisance? And he sort of looks around. Do you not know?
Well, we mostly keep to ourselves, and we surround ourselves with a lot of help, so we usually don't have many run-ins with these vampires. We're very well protected.
Ah, I see. That fool, that court jester that you keep with you. Our lands were invaded by the vampires about, say, 10 years ago. 10 years after the Great Scourge started, mind you.
It's been that long already.
Yes, I know. Sometimes I can barely bring myself to believe it.
Feels like it just began yesterday.
Does it? Oh. I wish it felt like it began yesterday. Feels like it's been going on for years for me. But we are here, and at least for people of our stature, we may find protections and, the simple pleasures of wealth.
Oh, of course.
Yes, yes. Oh, poor people who do not have that. And he kind of, wipes his brow very, snobbily. Doesn't seem to care at all about them, but, he kind of does it as a show, oh, poor citizens of the land. Okay, dittos. Taps his finger on his knee.
So,
Ditto starting.
drawing room. This is, any of you guys done any cool paintings lately? I've seen...
Oh my god.
Did you do these?
Yes!
Have you seen any cool paintings?
That's literally Alyssa's favorite.
Have you seen any
small
cool
talk
paintings lately?
question. At this point, I'll say the door opens, and the young man that they met in the kitchen kind of slinks into the room and just sits down in one of the chairs. He ignores all sense of propriety as he sits down, just kind of slumped, still eating his apple. Oh, we've gotten more visitors. I met your help in the kitchen over there.
Was he helping? Or?
Yes, he was an ass, but
well.
he claims to kill vampires, so there's that.
Well, that he does.
I haven't been acquainted. My name's Vladimir.
Vladimir.
Yes.
Wallace Elderbow. And my wife, Evangeline Elderbow.
Yes, very nice to meet you. Yes. Very nice to meet you.
Yes, well met indeed, hitherto.
Oh. Well, Vladimir Altman, from the Altman family. I'm here to do my duty, but, He looks really bored. The room's just, in the silence, no one knows how to talk to each other. It's, really awkward.
Would anyone like to see some of the sketches that I've done?
We're going to go back to Juniper and Calgo. Do you guys do anything after this?
Cal, are we the only two in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Cal is currently laying on the counter, just holding the bat. Have you found anything yet?
Okay, so I haven't found any garlic yet, but
Interesting.
I found these 5 wooden spoons, this nice wooden spatula, and all of this, and so if we sharpen them into steaks, then we're good.
Yeah, good luck.
What do you mean, good luck?
You need a steak of a certain size in order to do any damage.
It'll do some damage if we sharpen these. It's
I don't
wood,
know.
that's the thing.
I've got a baseball bat, and you made fun of it.
I made fun of
That's all
your
I'm saying.
outfit. I never talked about the baseball bat.
You made the baseball bat comes with the outfit.
Okay, well, okay. I'm going to start sharpening these spoons if you'd like to help me.
Well,
But also, should we cook? I guess we
I
said we were
don't
going to cook. Do
and,
we need
and
to
I
keep
kind of
that
jump
going?
off. I jump off the counter. I'm like, wait a minute. Low key, we should go explore. Aren't we supposed to get down to what's the book say?
Reveal the truth?
Reveal the truth or something.
Do you think the vampires aren't real?
Oh my god, maybe the vampires aren't real.
Do you think it's all a conspiracy?
Oh my god, maybe it's all a conspiracy.
They're convincing all the poor people to stay in their homes and telling them that there's vampires, but they're not actually vampires?
Oh my gosh, that's probably right. We should start a podcast about this.
Okay.
Conspiracy podcast.
Okay. Let's go sneak around the house and see if we can discover something.
I'm down.
Okay,
Are
let's
there
go.
any other doors out of this kitchen area?
Yeah.
Which door did this guy leave out of? Vladimir.
I think I would say there's 3 doors. There's one that you came in, and then there's 2 on the other side. One leads to wherever he went, and the other leads to wherever
Should
that
we
goes.
follow him or should we go to the other one?
Let's peek out both of them and see which one seems clear.
Okay, I'm down.
You take the left one, I'll take the right one.
Okay, deal.
I'm going
And
to
that's what we do.
slowly peek out.
You take the right one, you peek out, and you see the drawing room. And you see the folks sitting there.
Not that door.
Cal rolled a 15 to stealth the other door.
And it leads out to a hall. Just a hall of,
Okay.
like, on the side of the castle.
Okay, let's go.
And we walk out, and I'm like, okay, from now on, we are people that belong in the party. We're not the help. Okay,
Right.
Just in case.
Okay.
Okay, we just got lost.
Yep.
Anyone asked?
Okay.
Okay, good. Keep walking.
I think Edna would find an excuse to get up. So she would go, Dear, I'm not feeling very well. I think I must retire to the bedroom to powder my face. Will you join me?
Of course.
Oh, very, very well, of course, yes. Yes, do whatever you must. Dinner will be prepared in about 2 hours once we start getting into the evening. I wonder where the servants are. I kind of haven't seen them at all. But there are the proper preparations and, they should be getting ready soon. So, of course, the bell will ring when dinner is ready. So we look forward to it. Off you go.
Very well.
Edna
There.
will,
And well
stand
met.
up and sort of walk out. Edna kind of like goes out to the hall and she's like, we have to find Juniper and Cal.
Yes, of course.
We have to figure out.
Of course, yes.
We're not in character anymore. Okay. Also, how are you so good at that? That's crazy.
I don't know.
You just like changed into a different person.
Something just snapped.
Yeah. I wish I could do that.
I wish I could.
Usually. Oh
I'm
gosh.
scaring myself.
Well, we need to find them and figure out what we need to do because I can't keep up the charade very much longer. Soon they're going to figure out we don't belong here.
I can keep the charade up forever, and pretty soon I will belong here, and that scares me even more.
Listen, Wallace, apparently there's vampires.
Yes.
And it's a terrifying journey to get here? What do you think that means?
Well, but we're rich and we have protection, so we're okay.
Right. Because Cal.
Right. Cal will
Oh my
protect
gosh,
us.
She's being so stupid. I guess we it says expose the truth, right?
I think there's something more to this vampire thing.
Yeah, so maybe
I think we should expose the vampires.
So tonight at dinner, we'll just keep chatting and see if we can figure out what's going on?
Yes.
I mean, they all seem kind of annoying, but
I
they
think-
don't seem...
I think someone's in on this vampire thing.
You do?
I think it's one of them killing off everybody else.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
There's a mastermind at work here. And we are going to expose them.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go find them. And Eddie's gonna go towards the kitchen door, and right as she goes to walk into the kitchen door, the door opens with you guys from the hall. Oh,
What are you doing out here in the hall,
Shut
boy?
up.
it's fine.
Just keep walking.
No.
Wallace, you can drop it. You can
No,
drop it.
you're-
No one's here. No one's here. Okay, what did you guys find out?
Wallace is on a power trip. I am your master.
What did you guys find
come
out?
here.
We didn't
boy.
find out Jack, except for the fact that all the servants seem to be gone.
Wait,
And
who's
we met
Jack?
No, yeah, what she meant was Vlad is who we met.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, we
Oh,
did. Meet
yeah, we met
Vlad.
him too.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he
Okay,
came
let's
into
go
the
For sure
drawing
didn't
room.
believe us, so if he sees us again, it's
I
gonna
He
be a
didn't believe you?
problem.
We're gonna go
Oh
look
no,
around, 'cause
Wallace,
that's
our
more
cover
fun.
is broken.
No, not about you guys. He didn't know we were friends with
don't
you.
know who you guys are. Who
Well, but
cares?
he knows that we're connected, right?
No.
Oh my
I can't
gosh.
be seen with
We're
you.
gonna
Go
be
away.
we're gonna be
No,
exposed.
you're
They're
chilling,
gonna
you're
kick us out. They're gonna kick
chilling.
us
No,
out.
we're
Walking
gonna be
away. Me and June are gonna
great.
go explore.
Yeah, come on.
Because that's fun.
Okay, well,
And we don't cook.
Well, someone has to
Well,
cook.
I cook.
Well,
I
then
mean,
you
but
cook,
I'm not gonna
Ace,
cook.
and
I'm
I
not
walk out
gonna
into the
cook.
hall.
Boy, get back in the kitchen.
Ace, you need to take a breath.
I follow Cal. We need to figure out me and Wallace. Guys, come on over here. Calgo, wait a minute. We need to make a plan. I want to look. Stop walking away. I want to explore. I know, but Okay.
All right.
Oh, how about you guys? You guys go search for clues, and then I guess we'll talk up.
Yeah,
Oh,
you guys just do your
I
thing.
don't want to do that.
You're doing
We're gonna-
great.
I
You're
feel like I'm
doing
doing
fine.
terrible.
Darling, you're doing splendid.
See, Ace is great at
Your
it.
husband totally agrees.
Okay. We'll go chat them up and see if we can figure out anything else. You guys explore, and then I guess at dinner we'll reconvene.
Yeah, hopefully you have some spell or something to cook that dinner and then just keep it in there because I am not cooking.
Well, they said they had servants.
Oh, well, good.
That's what
yes.
Cornelia said, right?
Well, hopefully, because we didn't find any of them. So,
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, again, it's a big place, so maybe we just didn't see them. But we didn't find any of them. There was none in the kitchen. You guys just were in there. You
Well,
saw no one.
I have worked up an appetite being rich, and
Oh,
so
my
there
goodness.
better be
Oh
dinner.
my gosh!
Ace,
well,
I really
Ace,
hope
there's no
that
one
you
around.
don't stay like
Stop.
this. Ace, Remember the bunker.
He's like,
Come on, snap out of it. Remember the bunker. Come on, buddy.
Wallace, as everyone is talking about this, you hear a sound in the corner. You see the young gentleman, Vladimir, standing in the corner. It seems that he has been there for quite some time, and he just kind of stands there looking at the group. Edna, okay, so we're just gonna me and Wallace are gonna go back, right? And we're gonna go talk to them, and then you guys go and then we'll meet right before the dinner, right?
Get back in the kitchen,
Okay.
boy.
Wallace, we
And
said
he'll
you can drop
take your
it.
arm and just start walking away.
No, I'm running the other way.
What are you doing?
I'm
What are
too
you
eager.
doing?
What?
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 Where? Edna starts glancing around, looking around. At this point, I would say Vladimir steps out of the shadows.
Oh!
Oh, Vladimir.
Hello, Mr. Vladimir. We're rehearsing for a play.
I got a baseball game to get to, and I run away.
Oh no, the jester! And I run after him.
That damn Chester.
This is like a farce. You two book it up the stairs.
Ma called. The bees are back.
Boy, get back in the kitchen.
Oh, the bees are back!
They are just so very
Unbearable.
yes, we were just playing along. It's a little play that we're rehearsing, and
I've wanted no part of this play this whole time. It's Jester's just, but he protects us. So
he'll
it's whatever.
step forward very quickly and very silently. Like in a split second, he's like right in front of you guys. And he
Excuse
goes,
me, personal space.
I heard what you were talking about. I know you don't belong here.
Well, frankly, I don't think you belong here either.
What gives you that idea? That's quite a charge
You
to make.
You smell funny.
Hmm.
Hmm.
A very peculiar smell.
You're playing the part very well, I will say. That is
As are
an
you.
insult they would make.
Yes.
I am a royal.
Oh, yes.
Do you have anything else to say?
Oh, yes.
Why are you here? Why are you in the hall if you're not a royal for the dinner party?
Let me ask you something. These vampires,
Yes.
have you seen them?
Like a deadly silence and stillness goes over his face. Yes.
Yes.
I have. Have you?
I have not.
Do a persuasion check or deception check, but I think it's persuasion because you're telling the truth. I'm assuming you haven't seen a vampire.
I'm assuming so as well.
Okay.
13.
He matches. So wait, what is the ruling on that? If he matches in
Rollsies?
Do rollies, yeah, probably.
rollies.
Rollies.
12.
Okay, you convince him. You know, I think I believe you. You didn't answer my question though. Why are you here?
Well,
Why are you in the hole?
I've not seen any vampires, and I'm thinking there's something more to this plague, if you were to call it that. There's something else at play. There could or couldn't be vampires, but I think there's another cause. I think the vampires are... One of two things is occurring. One, the vampires are an intelligent and a coordinated attack, perhaps. A rebellion, if you will. That's option A in my head. Option B, someone in this very hall is pulling the strings.
and I have every intention of getting to the bottom of it.
He takes a step closer, his voice very quiet. I'd be careful what you claim in these holes. I wouldn't say that aloud again.
I would be careful how close you get to my face, smelling like that.
He takes a step back. I must say you play the part very well. Are you from these parts? Were you hired to investigate?
I have no need to hire anyone to investigate. So no,
Edna steps forward.
I was not hired.
We trust that our secret is not going to be revealed. Is it, Vladimir?
Oh, darling, he won't reveal anything.
I won't.
I don't believe he will.
Why do you think that?
You smell funny.
You know, I haven't bathed in the last 2 days because I have been traveling through vampire-infested swamps
I'm sure
and
you
lands. So, you can keep playing the part of the puffed-up nobleman, offended by my smell, or you can be honest with me. Last chance. Edna walks forward.
have. You never answered my question.
What question?
Have you seen the vampires? No, maybe you have. I wasn't paying attention.
I told you I had. I've seen them quite up close. Very dangerous. Very frightening. Well, we'll see what we can do with this information on you, shan't we? Excited.
I suppose you do have to say that, don't you?
He kind of just smiles
Tally-ho.
and begins to walk away, and he walks back into the drawing room. What the hell was that, Wallace?
I have no idea. I think I've pissed myself.
Oh
I don't know what
gosh.
came over me. I just started saying things.
Yeah. You revealed our whole plan to him.
No, I didn't reveal our whole plan because we don't have a plan to reveal.
Well, you have all these thoughts. Okay, so you think that the vampires are a rebellion, and then you also think that someone here is orchestrating this?
I mean, it's gotta be.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go in and ask the rest of the dinner party. If he hasn't told them about us yet. But I don't know. What do we do?
Well, I think
He's going to tell on us.
I don't think he will, but we could follow him. We could see.
Okay. She kind of straightens her spine. All right, let's go.
I don't know. Cal's not here, so I'm trying to be Cal right now. I don't think it's going very well. Let's go. Let's follow him and see what happens.
She takes your arm. Both walk back into the drawing room. We're going to cut to Juniper and Cal.
We'll go to the private chambers, or where we think they might be.
As you look down this hallway, you see these tapestries on your left, and there's about 3 fancy doors on your right. They look very similar to the bedroom door. And then at the end of the hall, I would say it's about 50 feet, 60 feet. So it's sort of in the distance, but what you make out sort of like a spiral staircase. It looks like it's probably like a tower stair, and it goes both up and down. You feel like a draft, and you guess that it's possibly from the spiral staircase. But as the draft kind of sweeps through the room, you notice the edge of one of the tapestries sort of shifts. And you see a glimpse of something behind it. That's not the stone wall. But it's too fast, too kind of quick to happen that you wouldn't know what it is. But you like, oh, something's behind there.
I'll walk over to the tapestry and look at the tapestry and like pull it back.
You walk up to this tapestry. It is an interesting depiction of a vampire kind of clawing its way out of the earth. Underneath the starry sky, there's a moon shining bright above him. and a river runs its way through the foliage of the forest behind him, where dogs sit on the bank and howl up the moon. And you notice that the face of the vampire is very sad and horrified, the way it's been depicted. It's not something that's like a monstrosity, but something that kind of looks up at the moon in this kind of sad, almost sad, horrified way. As you pull the tapestry back, you see a dark hall behind it. A secret passage.
Cal, look, I found a hallway.
Oh my gosh.
Look at it.
June, great job.
Thank you. I know it's... Wow.
You're doing really good.
Oh,
You're a real investigator.
Hey, I'm getting it done. Okay. Let's go down the hall.
Oh, this is kind of a creepy hallway.
Maybe you think there might be some traps?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe
we'll
we should
be
check
careful.
for some
We'll be
traps.
careful.
Yeah, so you notice a door at the end of this hallway. It's about 30 feet. It's dark. You can see down it because of your dark vision. Do goblins have? Yeah,
I have dark vision as well.
I have
yeah.
dark vision.
I have
So
dark vision.
both of you can see down this hallway. There's nothing lining the walls or anything. Just this very simple door at the end of it, 30 feet. And you want to go down it?
That's a very scary door.
Okay, yeah, let's go, but we should probably check for traps.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, go ahead and roll investigation checks for me. You can go ahead and roll.
I rolled a 12.
I'll help you. You can roll with advantage.
A 12.
Okay.
Okay, so with a 12, I would say you walk around and you don't notice anything.
I think the coast is clear.
Okay, I trust you.
Roll perception check.
That's a good idea. Points. 7, man. Is a wood. Oh, I can't roll.
22.
As you walk down Juniper, you hear like a snap of like something tiny, like a thread.
Cal,
breaking.
freeze. I heard a snap.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
I don't think so.
Okay, well it sounded like a thread, like a trap that you missed.
Okay, well, June, look at me. One of us might explode. But if that happens, you lived a great life. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Sorry, I was trying to ease the tension a little bit.
Stupid.
No, that was just sorry.
Okay. I guess we just keep walking. I don't really know what else we could do. How about we duck because they'll think that we're standing.
Okay.
Okay.
So we duck down.
So we duck down and we duck
then we
walk
keep-
to the door.
we army crawl up
we
to
army
it.
crawl to the door because we think that whatever the trap triggered, it might shoot at us.
Cut our heads off.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Well,
so nothing happened.
that was anticlimactic.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the door and see if it's open. Just gonna
it's locked.
Fiddle with that. Okay.
It's your time to shine.
It's my time.
You got it,
All
Cal.
my life has prepared me for this moment.
You got it. You got it.
I'm gonna
This
try
is
and
your time.
unlock it with my thieves' tools.
Go ahead. Roll a thieves' tools check.
16.
You hear the first lock click out,
Okay.
but this seems to be a multi-lock system.
I turn to June and I'm like, this is similar to a Gibson 300. So it's got multiple locks. That probably doesn't mean anything to you right now, but
No.
I'm kind of just saying it out loud for myself.
Okay, that's fine. There's
I'm
nothing
gonna
I can do
go-
to help you.
That's
so
all right.
Okay.
Just maybe make sure that we're not going to explode.
Oh.
And then I'll try and unlock the second one, I guess. I rolled a 10.
You try to unlock it. It's just too finicky. You can't get it open.
Do you think that if I hit it with my magic
Okay.
staff, like I hit the rock?
Oh, that you could try. I mean, yeah, we're far enough away, right?
In
now,
an
we can hear
instant,
us?
you hear as the tapestry behind you just flaps open, and you see the figure of Vladimir standing there. He's looking in, just shocked and surprised, and he sees the both of you, and he, faster than you could expect, is rushing towards you, and he goes, "What are you doing?
What are you
doing?
doing?
What are you
What are we
doing?"
doing?
And he walks forward, and he grabs the lock. A series of very intricate movements to get the lock unlocked.
Ah, yes, I could do that.
He cracks open the door, opens it, and pushes you both inside.
And I'm like, whoa, hey, man.
I'm trying to save you.
Hey,
Get
now.
in there.
From what?
Just trust me. Get in there.
Are you coming too?
No.
I'm going to grab his arms and pull him in with us. And then I go, June, grab the door.
Okay, and I close the door behind us.
You close the door, and he sort of like falls with the grab and sort of like stumbles for a second and then stands up. His hair's all like messed up, and he's sort of like all like intense. And he looks at both of you. What are you doing? What are you doing?
We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
You need to hide right now.
Where
Get
are
onto the
we?
table.
I look around
Yeah,
the
would
room.
You
love
look
to know.
around you. Okay, so yes, I will describe the room. You look around you and you see a laboratory. Dark stone floors, cobblestone floors and walls. There's windows looking out on the back corners, the dark sky behind it. Starless, moonless sky. You see on the table there's droppers and vials and knives and syringes and different medical tools to either heal or hurt. You notice there's samples, jars of dead things and strange liquids and oozes and different samples of dirt and gunk and who knows what it is and hair, and it's just a terrifying, just creepy laboratory. There's a table on the far end by the windows, and there's a large sort of like, I guess, akin to a locker, but it's wood and it's sort of like for keeping things in. And he immediately kind of like points to the locker and he goes, "Get in there.
What is going on,
You need
dude?
to hide right now.
From what?
You rang the bell. You broke the trap.
Oh,
Get
that was
in
the
there
trap
right
thing.
now.
Ooh, that might have been not a good thing. June?
If you want to survive, you trust me now." We are gonna go back to a more peaceful setting.
Prithee and well met.
Yes,
Hello.
yes, very, very well met. We are very glad to be here, aren't we, darling? We are sorry that we left so soon, but we are back and ready to engage in small. Yes. And we are. Yes. How was travels for you? How are your travels? You see that the other company in the room are just, they're so uninterested in Wallace and Edna at this point, because the way that they've been behaving has not been totally up to par with their traditions and the way they react. But they kind of give you, a little bit of attention, and the woman kind of takes a fan out and fans herself, and she goes, "Well, it was very difficult, but we managed to make our way through the forest and the harrowing fields to the hall, with the help of a mercenary group that we hired. You said yourself you brought a bodyguard, is that it?"
Yes, we did.
"Very well. He must be very good. Where did you get him?"
Oh, well, he was more of a charity hire, I guess. He was a friend of the son of one of my friends. He was looking for some employment and was quite the athlete, I suppose, which is why he does so well with the bodyguarding things. And I guess that's what has inspired his new comedic antics, you could say.
Ah, yes. Yes, I don't know if I could put up with that, but I'm glad you can.
Oh, just barely, I assure you.
I must say this vampire problem is just getting quite out of hand. We really must discuss what to do in the future, because I'd really prefer to keep travel open for the royal families,
Of
if
course,
you know what I
yes.
mean.
Mm.
So that is something we must discuss over dinner. And her husband, Lord Burbridge, kind of gives a snobby nod and, "Yes, dear, I heartily agree. I
Yes.
very much miss vacationing in the Southern Isles. Alas, we must do what we must."
We must.
Lord Burbridge sort of leans back and kind of gives a slight smile, but doesn't say anything. Cornelius kind of gives a hearty laugh. "Well, I would say we should keep the business talk to dinner. Don't you agree?
Oh, of course.
I don't wish to discuss such grisly affairs before we've had some food in our bellies."
Indeed.
Yes.
I heartily agree.
Heartily.
Yes.
Yes.
just out of curiosity, and we don't have to go too deep into it, but what do any of you make of these vampires? Like, I've had very few to none interactions with them face to face, you could say. I dare say I haven't a clue where they could have come from or why.
The room is silent for a second. And then Cornelius kind of looks at the Burbridges and then back at you. Well, we must have much to catch up on then at the dinner. You must be new emissaries from where was it say that you represented?
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, we are from our own house of Elderbow, but related
Faraday? Is
through
what you
relatives
say?
to Faraday, yes.
Ah, yes. Well, Felix's passing was so short and sudden. I'm sure there's much for you to be briefed upon.
Indeed.
We'll talk about it at dinner, but if you have not seen one of these vampires up close, I must tell you, I was quite surprised when I saw my first one. Did not expect it to be so brutal. Yes, well, yes. Edna looks over and she sees Vladimir just kind of staring at her and you, just like watching. At this point, a small bell rings in the corner of the room. And immediately everyone sits up and looks at each other. And in a snap, Vladimir's already gone. He's already left the room, immediately gotten up and left. Cornelius turns. Did we have... did you send someone in there?
Is it a dinner bell? What? You
And
said
he
there
turns-
was a bell that would go off for dinner, right? Seems a bit early,
Yes. Burbage, did you bring someone with you that we don't know about? He goes, no. He goes, this must be some sort of mistake. We must figure this out, mustn't we? And he gets up and he
So
brushes off his
that
clothes.
was or was not the dinner bell? I'm confused.
Oh, well, I guess no time like the present to learn a little bit. Come along, we must figure this out. And he gets up and he starts walking out to follow Vladimir, who's already been gone. And now we kind of converge. So as you rolled your insight, and we kind of come back to the present with you guys, he animatedly and kind of really tries to beg you to hide in the lockers, the wooden lockers. From your insight, you see that he's actually being pretty genuine. He genuinely is trying to help you hide. You don't know if it's for his gain or for his, for your gain, but you can sense that something is about to happen, and he's trying to get you out of the way. You don't know why, but it seems real.
I guess let's hide, okay?
I want to know why you're not going to hide.
Because I'm allowed to be up here, you idiot.
You're allowed to be up here.
Yes,
Yeah, but what is coming
you're
against us?
not. Do you both go into the locker?
Yeah, I'll go in
Okay.
there.
So you both go into the locker. He shuts it behind you.
Are there slats on it? Could we see through it or hear
Yes.
through it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can kind of see through it.
I'll
It's like
position myself in such a
it's
way.
sort of like the blinds on a window.
Yep.
Similar to that.
Yep.
And he waits for a second, and it's silent, and you hear his deep breathing, and then you hear him you see him through the slats kind of stand up a little bit, and push his hair back, and bring back a calm demeanor, and it's silent, and he waits. And he waits. And then hurried footsteps. This is when Edna, Wallace, and the rest of the crew come walking in down the hallway. You hear Cornelius coming down the hallway, and he goes, oh, what is all this about? And he walks in, and you hear Vladimir call, oh, it was just a malfunction with the wire. I found it. He kind of walks in and opens up the curtain. Oh, Vladimir. You got up here very, very fast. Wallace and Edna see the room, everything that I described, the scary, creepy laboratory. He goes, come, I don't want to be in here before dinner. Disgusting place. All right, just make sure you reset the wire, Vladimir, won't you, dear boy? He goes, of course, Cornelius, I'll do whatever you want. Just a false alarm, folks. Why don't you go back down to the drawing room? I'll stay here and clean up. In fact, Miss Evelyn and Wallace, if you wouldn't mind helping me. I know they're quite new, so I'll show them how the trap works. How about that?
Oh, a trap.
Yes, the trap was, set off by accident. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Oh, fascinating.
Cornelius kind of furrows his eyebrows for a second and then goes, all right, we'll meet you downstairs. You can get this all figured out then. Come. And they leave. Vladimir waits till the door is closed. The click sounds. And then he takes a deep breath out. And he just goes, you can come out now.
Juniper, do we go out? Oh, I don't know. We could just... Maybe he's a vampire. He did just like kind of weird. They just stand there and they go,
come out now. He just kind of like puts his hand in his head, or his head in his hands, and he just kind of like basically showing like signs of exhaustion. Like he's so frustrated with the crew.
Are you quite okay, sir?
No, I'm not.
Do you think we should go out there?
No, we stay in here. Okay. They seem like they're arguing with each other.
I said you can come out now. Why don't you listen?
Don't answer.
I'm listening.
And he walks over, and he
Juniper just wide-eyed,
he's
just
gonna-
like sits there in the cabinet.
and you see Cal just leaning down, whispering in her ear, just kind of staring at
Yeah, you
her.
open the door to this like.
he doesn't open it. He just bangs on the door. I said you can come out.
The vampires are here.
We're not in here.
People in there?
Juniper? Eddie walks over and runs and opens the door.
Hey!
What is going on?
Sudden.
Okay.
Odds fish, why are our compatriots in the closet?
Never mind. It
What
seems
is
like we're
wrong
good.
with Wallace?
I don't know. This guy's been
He's
possessed or
lost
something.
his mind. Okay, I get out of the closet.
Me too.
The cabinet.
Okay,
I would like some explanation
I would
as
as
to
well.
what on earth is going on in this laboratory and why there's a please.
Yes, I will say this environment is rather...
Wallace,
Yeah, what's up with the lab? What are we doing?
Yeah, why are we in here, guy? I almost broke my bat, but I'm glad I didn't, because now I can clock you with it.
are you... Excuse me?
If you are, please explain yourself, my friend.
Are you the one that, set
I'm-
off the trap?
No. That was my friend here. We don't know who.
You guys set off a
she just like stares daggers at him.
Okay.
You all have
what-
made
what's-
quite a show of yourselves,
We
haven't
did
you?
not-
What trap are you
If
talking
we had
about?
set off the trap,
There's
we
a
didn't
tripwire
need to.
to this room.
If
Why is there
we
a
set
tripwire?
off
It
the
was
trap,
unintentional.
Because it's a secret room, and we want to know if any of the
well, it
staff
clearly wasn't very
are going
secret
in.
because I found it pretty quickly.
look, whoever set off the trap.
Amazing
and again,
powers
we
of
don't
deduction.
know.
I'm happy for you.
What?
What
Whoever.
is-
Hold on. So whoever set off the trap, and again, we don't know who that was. None of us do. What was the trap for?
It was to alert us if anyone's going in there that we
Why are
didn't
you
want
keeping
to.
this room
Okay,
a
so-
secret?
yeah,
What is
thank
this
you,
room?
Wallace.
Well, as you can see, it's a laboratory.
I can see that.
Quite simply, it's where the
truth is?
plague was started. If you must know.
You guys started the plague.
That's what I'm
Big shocker.
saying.
The truth has been uncovered.
Big shocker.
So
Check
you,
the book.
So you create the vampires here?
Maybe.
I create the vampires. No, I don't create the vampires.
Who creates the vampire?
Where's the book?
Them.
Why do they?
Where's the book?
So they create vampires.
Eddie.
Why do they create vampires? Is this some sort of ploy for them to eliminate the poor?
Do you take the book?
I mean, if Eddie will let me like grab
Yeah.
it, I'll be like, "Whoop," and I'm gonna just open it and see if the truth has been uncovered or whatever.
It says expose the truth.
Uh huh.
Oh.
It has not been checked off.
We have to tell the people. The laymen. The people must know.
The people will know. Wait, we could go ring the bell and have them come back, and then we'll just tell them all.
No. They know. They're the ones who are
They're the
doing
ones-
this. It's
Oh,
we
the
gotta-
aristocrats. We have to tell the poor people.
Okay. The poor people. Okay, I was going to say, explain that to me like I'm 5, but we got to tell the poor people.
Yes. The people who are not the rich people.
The
Vladimir.
Aristocats.
Okay. So, let me get this straight.
Everybody wants to be
These-
a cat.
These aristocratic assholes, they are
Wait. Oh.
creating... Right,
calling
can I help
it?
you?
All I'm going to say is
Can-
watch it because I'm an aristocrat myself.
Yeah, this guy's an
Yes.
aristocrat. My
But
friend here.
you're different. You smell funny. So they're creating these. I'm really stuck in this accent. I don't know what's come over me.
All right.
Wallace, snap
You
out
can
of
do
it.
it,
Here we
Ace.
go.
You're okay.
The bunker.
The
Take me back
bunker.
to
He's,
the bunker.
he's not usually like
Think
this.
about Earl.
The bunker. The bunker.
Oh my gosh! I left Earl.
Oh my gosh.
He's back. We got him back.
You see a little, you feel a little rustle.
Oh my.
Earl picks his head out of your jacket. He's been in your coat
Oh, you've
pocket
been
the
there
whole time.
Buddy, you gotta breathe, man.
I'm giving him a squirrel, you guys. I'm giving him a
Earl.
squirrel. Yeah. Yeah.
Buddy, have an acorn. Have an acorn. You'll feel better.
He takes it. He takes it. Just
Need to breathe.
Shut an acorn.
he takes the acorn.
No, but what's he say? No, but what's he say? I can't
you-
speak with animals.
You used your speak with animals.
It's important.
He says, "How did you know I wasn't there?"
How
How-
did you know I wasn't there?
Or how did you know
Look,
that I
it's a
was?
squirrel. They don't know
How
grammar.
did you know? How did you know that I wasn't there? Or how did you not know that I was there?
How do you? Huh?
I'm still learning how to speak to you.
Earl, I need you to slow it down.
I was trying to breathe.
I'm sorry, Earl. I just totally.
I can barely breathe in there.
I'm sorry. I got way too into character. I won't do that
The
again. I'm
squirrel
sorry.
voice is too good.
I've been there the whole time.
I'm sorry, Earl. I'm sorry.
Squirrel on crack.
I was there the whole time.
I
And you didn't even know.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's so stuffy. Can you give me some more nuts? Can I have some nuts?
You-
Can I have some nuts? Can I have some nuts?
Earl, you packed the nuts.
No, I didn't.
You brought them.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. You did. I want some nuts.
You're driving me nuts. Here, have another acorn. God.
He takes the acorn.
And for the rest of us, Wallace is going.
I don't know how we got to that.
Vladimir's like, what in the world?
Yeah.
This guy just changed from 3 different accents. He went from, my God, I forgot about Earl. He pulled a squirrel out of his vest and then started going,
He goes, and we're the crazy ones. Oh God.
yeah, I look at Vladimir, I'm like, he's not.
This
Well,
is a
he
lot.
is usually like this.
All right, so
Um,
just tell us, Vladimir. What?
Yeah, we're
What,
done,
what, what,
Vladimir.
what?
Just tell us.
Yeah, just tell us what.
Tell us everything we want to know.
Yes,
I
tell us
mean-
what.
Why?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I can trust you. You are absolute imbeciles.
That's
Vlad,
fair.
my guy. Look, you can trust me. Cassidy Peacock. I'm the closer, okay? I'm here to close.
So over this.
And I put my hand on his shoulder. I'm like, trust me.
Mr. Peacock, I honestly don't know what that means.
Vladimir, what can we do to help you understand that you can trust us? I understand that we haven't
Prove
really
your
given you any
competence.
reason. Well, I
Right
would
now,
gladly do that.
right now, everything that you have done is quite well, your liability, to say the
Well,
least.
and thank you
And
for that.
I don't
but
know why I shouldn't just kill you right here and
Hold
now.
on. Whoa.
Oh, hey
You're
now, hey,
intruders. You're
hey.
intruding on the hall. You're messing up my plans. What are you doing here?
What are? Oh, so you have plans here?
Of course, I have plans.
Okay. Well, we also came here with something of a
So
plan.
why don't you tell
so
me
it
your
sounds-
plans and give me some trust?
Well,
Well, the problem
give me a
is-
reason to trust you, and I'll actually tell
as
you.
I communicated, but as I communicated before, we do believe that something's up here, and we're looking to get to the bottom of it. We're looking for the truth. Something did not seem right about this situation.
Yes, you've just found the truth, haven't you?
Yes.
And now
that this outbreak of vampirism, whatever it is, this outbreak that's
This
causing all the
vampiric outbreak.
Yes, vampiric outbreak. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was started in a lab
yes.
by the very folks that were meant to rule the country.
Was it basically just a way to subdue the population?
That's what it would seem like to me, but what do you think?
Intimidation.
Well, let's just say
Fear tactics.
the great darkness that happened wasn't a part of it.
So the great
I don't know why I'm telling you this. I don't trust you.
Well, you should.
Oh, okay.
I don't trust you.
We've got-
Okay,
okay,
here's
no.
why.
You need to trust.
If
me.
you want to know why
I
we're here,
don't.
Have you ever played baseball before?
If you
How?
don't shut up, I'm going to try and kill you.
That was an honest question. Do you know what
I
baseball is?
don't even know what it is.
Okay, so
no.
so think about this then, my friend. Someone walks into your house and asks you if you know what baseball is, and is dressed like a person you've never seen before. They would obviously be here for some reason, and clearly they're not from where you're from. So why don't you just tell us so that we can help you, and we can get out of here?
I'm going to be honest, your logic makes no sense to me.
No, it
Eamon.
does.
Just because you say it does doesn't make it true.
That is not true.
Vladimir.
Give me a reason to trust you, and I'll tell you what's going on.
Because you don't
Otherwise,
know
I'm
what
going to
baseball
kill you
is.
right here and now.
I'm gonna hit you with this bat.
Hey, Cal, will you please let us try to talk?
Edna puts her hand on his arm and just goes, "Can you just cool it for a second?"
I want to go home.
Okay.
I know.
And he walks away.
Listen.
Okay,
He leaves the room.
No,
We-
he just walks away to like he just starts going to look around.
Vlad. The thing is, we might have different goals than you do. I don't know because you haven't told us what your goals are.
Well, I'm not telling you until you tell me
I
mine.
know, and so
Yours.
I think I'm just
Look,
gonna
we'll
have
both
to tell
say it
you.
at the same time. How about that? We count
How
to three.
about you give me a reason to trust you, and I won't kill you.
We don't believe that this is okay. That using a lab to create vampires to control the population, we don't think that's okay. And so we're here to expose the truth. And
All right.
we
I think that's what my question is. Where do you come from, and why do you want to do this?
are sent by
How do I know you're not working for them? They've had loads of spies.
Who's them?
Those people downstairs, those
Oh.
obnoxious assholes.
Well, why would they want to expose the truth to the population? That's my goal. I'm pretty sure these people who created it and are trying to control the population wouldn't want to expose the truth. We want to because we care.
But
when
how do I
people
know that that's actually what you want to do? How do I know?
Because we're not from here, guy. We don't
How
care.
do I know that? You've given
Because
me no-
I play baseball.
You can say a bunch of words, but I don't know if I believe you.
You've never seen someone dressed like this, and I say I'm not from here, and you don't believe me? That doesn't make
No.
any sense.
I'm gonna open.
I don't.
I'm gonna take the book from Cal.
Sure.
Whirlwind, can you please drop the illusion?
Your illusion drops.
I am not.
He
from
takes a few
here.
steps back, and his
Please
eyes
don't
go
be afraid.
wide.
Please don't be
So
afraid.
now you
Does-
I
you
don't
Does
believe
wanna
it
us.
drop
hurt
all of
you.
us?
No, it just drops on
I
her.
said drop my illusion.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think.
gonna say it drops on her.
Please don't be scared. I do not want to hurt you. This is what I really look like. We are not from here, but we were sent to help.
By who?
We don't actually know, but
But
His eyes
kind of
narrow.
someone powerful who wants to help the universe. That's all that we know. All we know is we've been sent out to help people. And we just want to help this land. That's all. And that's the real honest truth. And I know that we seem like a pack of bumbling idiots because we kind of are. However, we have only been successful so far in helping people. And so we have very unconventional methods of doing it. But it works. And so we stick with it.
He's gonna look back at Cal, trying to read him. He's sort of like the person. He doesn't really know what
Cal
to think
does not
about.
look very happy. He's just kind of staring back at him.
Cal, you need to say something.
What am I supposed to say?
That
He
you want
won't
to help
belie-
people too.
Sure. I play baseball.
That doesn't
To be
mean
fair,
a single
he's-
thing to me.
It should.
I
Well,
don't know even what that means.
Baseball
Exactly.
is actually a sport from where we're from. It's
Exactly.
it's an actual thing.
I play croquet. I don't care
Oh,
if it's a
and
sport. What does that mean to me?
Exists where we're from.
I
but
think he's just
yeah.
kind of chosen a thing and has decided to stick with it for no apparent reason. It drives us crazy
No,
too.
I think it makes sense.
Explain.
I don't need to explain it again. I'm going to start swinging if somebody doesn't hurry up and give us the answer that we are
What?
looking for.
Okay, what more do you need to see?
I'm a
We've-
little okay. I see what you're saying. I think you're being honest, but I'm hesitant to say it in present company. You seem a little volatile.
Little bit at this point.
We will keep
Yeah.
him in line if there's a problem. I don't think there will be.
He won't be a
unless you give him
problem.
a reason to be a problem.
His interests, regardless of his demeanor, his interests, regardless of his demeanor, are aligned with ours.
All right, I'm choosing to trust you. Here's the truth. They created this scourge on the land. I only found out about it last year when I came into my noble line, an emissary of my house, and came to the hall last year when they revealed the truth. The darkness had sprung upon the land, and the people were in panic. The crops failed, and we had a famine. So the noblemen needed a scapegoat of sorts, a reason, so that the people wouldn't riot and loot their stores of food. So they created a vampiric plague and have been infecting those upon the land with the intent of keeping them busy while they can, well, enjoy their wealth while they have it. It's simply a distraction of sorts while they enjoy their wealth.
Where are all the people in the land? Where do they hide?
They have their hideouts, their little houses and villages and secret, I guess, bunkers, if you will.
Is there a cure?
Not that I know of.
So it's more that we just need to tell everybody that this is happening so that they attack. So that they riot.
Well, my plan was to just kill them at dinner. Sort of in an ironic way.
Oh.
My
Were you
problem
going to turn
is
them into
that
vampires?
Well, that's my problem, isn't it? I think one of them is.
A vampire?
Yes, and I'm not sure which.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. But
What are you?
I'm just a human. I'm not a monster or anything. I'm just an aristocrat.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
12.
He seems to be telling the truth. I haven't been able to strike yet. I'm trying to get more information. While I figure out who the vampire is.
Why do you have to figure out who the vampire is?
Because they're quite deadly and dangerous.
We're strong.
Well, he seems to think he is. He looks at Cal.
He's not paying attention anymore. He's just kind of like looking around.
I mean, he is, but we all are. Could probably take him, but
So do you actually want to help me then?
yes, except our goal here is to expose the truth. It's not necessarily to kill everybody.
Can everyone roll perception checks?
17.
17.
Oh, I almost rolled a 17, but then it rolled to
Oh.
a 7.
Edna did
So I
an
rolled a
18. Yeah, you don't notice anything. And he just continues talking, and he's like, well, I suppose we go down to dinner then. We suss out who the vampire is, get them alone, and kill them. Then we take out the rest of these fools and...
But again, our goal here is to expose the truth. It's not to kill everybody. can't we expose the truth to everyone without having to murder them all?
Well, I'm sure we could send out some sort of... I don't know. I hadn't thought that far. I just wanted to kill them.
Well, is this you're from this you're from this land, right?
Yes.
Are you
Okay,
doing
so
that on purpose or on
I'm
accident?
truly not.
That's
seem
what I
like it.
figured, yeah.
Don't you want to see it like back to some sort of normalcy in a sense, like
Of course I
Wouldn't you
would.
wanna
I
see
don't control the darkness, though.
the people? Well, sure, but
It would be good to get the message spread.
how would some aristocrat just know how to make vampires? Just I feel like
I don't know.
whoever's idea was, maybe
I
they know more about
just-
the darkness. But
They brought me up to this room last year. They explained it to me as my job as emissary. Everything that I would have to know about. And then they talked about what they would do to control the vampires and control the spread so that they didn't overwhelm their own respective castles.
well, I think the best thing for at least the people of the land is if they know what's really going on. And
So
Not
what do you
sure that
suppose we
just-
do?
I don't know that killing them all in one fell swoop tonight would really
Someone has to pay.
They do, and I feel like once they're really exposed to the people for the
The
monsters
people-
that they are and what they've really been doing,
The
then
people will make them
the people
pay.
will turn on them.
So what do you suppose we do? We send them back out? Tell the people? We send out a messenger? What? I don't know. I
That
mean, I
would-
suppose we could do that, but
It'd be the tricky thing, because I mean, on one hand, we could just kill them all and then tell the people, but I feel like they'd find that hard to believe. It would just seem like some sort of hostile takeover. Maybe we just start spreading the story and then get the people to just all like
how do we
picket in
spread
front
it,
of the
though?
castle. I don't know.
Eddie, what do you think?
She's just kind of been silent. She keeps glancing over at Cal, too.
Yeah.
Making sure he's, like, not, like, totally zoned out and checked out. She's kind of brows furrowed, like, thinking.
Cal, you still with us? You got any thoughts?
Nope. Cal seems like he's in deep thought, but yeah, it's a quick nope.
Listen, we're kind of at an impasse right now because we're trying to get home. Our way home is to do what we've been told to do. If we're going to trust you, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you we're able to travel by completing these tasks, and our task was to expose the truth. If you want to kill them, I understand, but like we need to figure out how to expose it somehow, otherwise we're stuck here. And maybe that's selfish. And she kind of looks at the rest of her friends. But I don't want to be stuck here. So
No.
we need to figure out how to do whatever it is you want to do, because you obviously want justice and tell the truth. So, I mean, can we keep some of them alive to go back to their kingdoms and tell? I don't know. What do you think? And he kind of like thinks for a second, pondering the idea. I don't know if it would work, to be honest. They're all self-centered. I doubt they would go for it, but like I said, I think one of them is a vampire. I think one of them took the dose themselves. They're all power-hungry. Who knows? It wouldn't just stop with wealth. They might have been hungry for the actual power of a vampire. So I think one of them is. I'm trying to suss out who it is. If we eliminate that person...
At this
I
point,
could
Cal
see.
breaks the baseball bat or just starts slamming it on the ground. He breaks it and then just like takes both halves and it's like, fine, let's go kill a vampire. And just like walks, and he just walks past Vlad and he just like kind of shoves one of the pieces into his hand and just keeps walking out of the room.
I think at that moment of just anger everyone's like quiet. I don't know if anyone does anything, but everyone's kind of watching you just like
Slam this
boom,
bat
boom.
into the ground.
And then you hand it and you walk out, and he kind of like looks at the rest of you like, aren't you going to stop him? And
Cal,
he'll follow you. He'll
Mhm.
follow you. And I'll be like, wait. All right, fine. I'll help. We'll kill the vampire, but we have to. I don't know who it is.
We're gonna go find out.
Stop. Well, I don't know who it is.
Me neither.
do you have any garlic?
No.
I wanted to cook a steak.
Well, I mean, and he pulls one piece out of his pocket.
Aren't they like deathly afraid of garlic or something?
No wonder you smell bad.
I don't know if that's actually true, but sure. I think it's...
Well, we could just like bring it near all of them.
all right.
I'm sorry, you just had garlic in your pocket?
Well, yeah, there's vampires.
Yes, it supposedly wards off vampires.
Okay.
All right, so we just bring the garlic over near.
I haven't
everybody.
seen it do anything to a vampire before, but
Oh, it's worth a
I'm
shot.
taking every precaution.
Okay, well, okay.
Are you walking away?
yeah, I'm walking straight towards the room.
I think Edna would follow them because Vlad follows Cal. He's gonna try and talk you into like being more. Slow down! Stop! We need to suss this out. We need to be thoughtful about this. We
No.
need to come up with a plan.
I want to go home.
Stop! And he
Move.
tries to grab you to stop.
Cal.
Yeah.
Cal, you're not going to go home unless we do this properly.
At
Otherwise,
this
we're
point,
stuck
you're
here.
in the Great Hall. You've gone down the stairs, I would say. Because you probably were, like, on a path, right? Is
yeah,
what I'm getting?
I was just gonna walk straight to that room.
Yeah, okay.
I
So
knew
at
where
this
it was.
point, you're, like, in the main hall, almost to the drawing room.
Mhm.
He's going to try and stop you,
Okay,
like, grab you. So I'm going to have you do competing strength rolls.
I rolled 19 then.
He rolled less, so you shake him off.
Let's go.
You walk straight into the drawing room, and he's like,
And
stop,
I
stop, stop.
walk in the door and I go, "Ladies and gentlemen, the jester is here. I want to gather you around, please. A little show before dinner is ready. It is coming up soon."
You walk into the drawing room, and no one is there.
Son of a bitch.
It is empty.
Dang.
I'm done. I just like turn around. I'm like, that was my plan. What
That
do you
was
got?
it?
Yeah, man, I thought they were all in here, but apparently they're not. Do you know where
Well,
they are?
you could do the same plan somewhere else.
Wait, they're
Cal.
not in there? And he, like, looks in.
Nope.
And he looks around. He's all nervous and worried. Where are they?
Dude, I don't know.
And he pushes past, and he tries to go into the room past the drawing room into what would be the dining room.
Oh.
Just
Do you
the
guys
same
follow?
thing.
Yeah, if they're in there.
No one's in there.
Oh.
Where are they?
I don't know. You're the one who's supposed to
Yeah,
know.
you're the one
I
who's
don't.
supposed to
They
know
were supposed
everything,
to be
man.
here for the dinner. I don't know.
Okay, we got another problem on our hands now. Anybody know how to track people?
Well,
He stares at Wallace.
Okay, I have
Okay.
something I could do.
Earl.
Oh.
Earl.
Earl comes out of the pocket. What do you want?
We gotta find these people.
What?
Cocaine
We gotta,
squirrel.
We gotta find these people.
Oh, okay.
The aristocrats
people?
that we were talking to. The fancy.
I couldn't breathe in there, so I don't know who you're talking about.
Squeakity, squeakity, squeak, squeak, squeak,
Squeakle.
squeakity, squeak.
Apple?
That's
It's
kind of
good.
It's
Earl?
good. It's good.
Earl, I need you to stay low and look for suspicious activity, and then come
Copy.
find me.
You got it, Chief.
All right.
All right. And he climbs out of your pocket and starts to sniff around the floor.
That's a fascinating new thing you can do. That's wild.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. What did you just say to him, Wallace?
He's just gonna help us try to sniff him out.
Edna's going to do an investigation check around the room. Not very good. She can't find anything.
My investigation
Are we
is
all rolling
bad.
investigation?
Sure. I mean, if you want, it depends on what you want to do. Vlad is like looking around confused. He's going to join the
I
investigation
rolled a
check.
16 investigation.
19.
You don't notice anything? Yeah, you can't really find anything. It's just an empty room. I think Vladimir stands up and he's like visibly shaken and he
Did
goes,
they leave?
I don't know. I don't know where they went.
What's up at the top of the tower?
Oh, that's a good question. We never went up there.
Well, I think it was some sort of bedroom or something. I've never been up there. I don't know. I've never been up there.
You've never been up there?
No, I didn't come to explore. I found the lab, I had the dinner, and I
What if
left.
that started the darkness? What if there's a machine? Let's go. Uh-huh.
Yep.
I
You're
start
right.
running.
You're right. Let's go.
I start running upstairs.
Wow, you really put.
Can I help you, Cal?
He's like, I don't know, a bedroom. Oh my God, maybe there's a machine that makes it eternally dark.
I'm just saying, maybe
Brilliant.
it is.
Maybe it is. That would be amazing. All right, I follow.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm very smart.
Okay, so you guys go back up towards the tower. You go to the end of the hall that you never got to explore because you went behind the tapestry, and you see this like winding staircase. It's pretty narrow actually, and within the tower, because it's on the edge of the castle, it's like cold. It's like freezing because the winds are whipping around the edge of the castle. Do you choose to go up or down?
Well, I turn to him and I'm like, which way have you not gone? Both?
Both. I don't know. I
going
didn't
up.
explore
I'm
the
going
place.
up with June.
Okay, all right. So everyone, I'm assuming Wallace, you follow too. Everyone starts to make their way up, slowly, and you see, as you go up, it's pretty dark. Those with dark vision can see. I think that's all of us, right? We all have dark vision?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. From what you can tell, Vladimir is like sort of like stumbling and like holding onto the wall trying to see. As you guys make your way up, and you go up and you see a large room, and it's pretty echoey and it doesn't sound like there's much up here. Make perception checks.
14.
7.
23.
Edna does a natural 20.
Nice.
So I'm gonna say Wallace and Edna notice a small whimper from the back of the room. Sounds like a gagged mouth. With Edna's perception, she thinks she recognizes the tone of voice, that it sounds like Lady Burbage. She stops everyone. What? She puts her finger to her lips. What is it, Eddie?
I am going to try and dip into the shadows.
What did you hear?
And hide.
All right, roll a stealth check.
22.
Cal slips away into the shadows. Edna immediately draws her knife, and she's gonna hold a charm person spell. You see Vladimir crouch and draw a rapier from his side that he's had.
Juniper's gonna just walk forward.
Oh, Cal is holding his piece of the bat.
She's gonna walk forward and hold an action.
Ace, like feeling this tension of everybody like preparing for something, just kind of reaches to his side and pulls out the revolver.
So Juniper's gonna just walk forward.
You hear light footsteps to your right, near and then behind you almost. But then you lose them. You didn't have a high enough to like track them, but you heard them. Like someone's walking around you and then behind you, behind your back right. I would say Vladimir has an inhale and like grabs your shoulder.
Mine?
Yeah, as if like turning you around. Like someone's behind us.
Okay, I'll go with it.
You hear the steps come from behind you around towards your left side now. Like it's circling you. And you hear a little voice go,
Very, very naughty, you hurt my plan.
She's gonna let her action go, and she's gonna turn into a giant hyena. No way.
Whoa. Wow.
For the first time so far. And I would like to just add for flavor that in her hyena form, it's got cream colored fur with this pale green, just kind of like in little like patches.
That's some good flavor.
Wait, what did you just
That
roll?
tastes good.
What?
everyone roll initiative.
I rolled a 6.
20.
15.
All right, now that initiative has started and you've turned into a giant hyena, Cornelius, our vampire. Wait, maybe I shouldn't have revealed that.
Why did you say that?
She goes Cornelius,
Our vampire.
Oh. Yeah.
Say it again.
Yeah.
The unknown entity is going to go first.
Oh boy.
The creature behind you is going to lunge and try to bite you, Juniper.
Me?
Yes, you just turned into a hyena.
I mean the hyena?
12 to hit.
That matches my AC.
So from behind you, there's a lunge of a creature, some sort of shape, and you feel 2 fangs go into your shoulder as it bites you. You see the face of Cornelius as his teeth sink into your furred skin. He does 5 piercing damage as well as 5 necrotic damage. Your hit point maximum is reduced by the amount of necrotic damage. So you now are down by 5 points for your hit point maximum.
As my hyena.
Yes.
So, like, for healing, it matters.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to stay bitten into your shoulder. I'm going to say it used its movement to, like, bite onto you, and it's like he's, like, latched onto you. And you hear this little...
Nah.
Do you do that again? What does it sound like? Okay,
Cool.
good,
And
cool.
one more time, just in case
Yeah.
I need the good take.
Yeah, he needs a good clean take. Here we go.
I don't want to.
One more time.
Ready, quiet, on set.
I can't do it.
I know you know it.
He, ju-
In 3, 2.
he jumps onto your back and he goes,
That's the one. That's the one. We'll keep it.
We got it.
Folks, we got it.
Oh, no. All right. Juniper, it is your turn.
I'm going to try to, like, reach around and see if I can bite him.
Go for it.
15.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
7 damage. 7 piercing.
Okay. He shrieks, but he stays, like, latched to you. It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
But you feel that you've drawn some blood
Okay.
from a bloodless creature, so
Okay.
haven't drawn any blood, but you've slashed away at his flesh. Ace,
Huh.
you're up.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot it
With your gun?
with the gun. It's a 12 to hit.
Misses. So, bang! It ricochets off of the sort of like stone walls. You don't feel like you've hit. And it's also a hard target because he's latched to her back. From here on out, I'm going to give you that one. But from here on out, based off of what you've seen and you saw that it like ricochets and everything, I'm going to give you, if you miss and it's latched to someone, I'm going to give you sort of like a luck roll to see if it hits someone else.
That makes sense.
Um,
And then I'm gonna just move to kind of follow where he's latched, so that I have a clear path at him next time. You know?
Okay. It is Vlad's turn. I'm going to have him try and stab it with the baseball bat. It does not hit, so he runs at it and tries to stab it and can't do it. And that's his turn because he can't really do much. It's Eddie's turn now. She is going to cast Charm Person on the vampire. He's going to go ahead and make a charisma saving throw, and he saves. He's just focused in on like drinking the blood of this hyena, and she tries to cast Charm Person, but because it's not even like aware of her, and because it's like dark and shadowy, she just can't. Her eyes glow with her magic trying to cast the spell, and like she just can't do it. It doesn't go through. It's not as clear as it should be. She's not casting it as well as she wants to be, and that's her turn.
It's okay, Eddie.
She's going to back up into the wall because she's terrified. So she's going to back away. Next up, Cal.
Yeah, I'm going to run up behind the thing and try and stab it with my baseball bat stake.
Roll to hit.
5.
You miss. So you do the same thing that Vlad just did, and you can't manage to. It's like the hyena, I'm assuming, is kind of trying to shake it off almost. He's like staying on because his fangs are in the fur, and it's like just kind of like he's just totally moving around. Really, really hard target. You miss. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I'm going to use my cunning action to try and hide in the darkness again.
Roll stealth.
Dude, why are these rolls so bad? 10.
All right, so you try to hide again in the darkness. Anything else?
That's all I'm doing.
It is the vampire's turn. You notice a little bit of blood being sucked from you. And he kind of gains a little bit more energy and more power. He's going to go ahead and jump off your back and try to sneakily go into the darkness and spider climb up the wall. Because of that, because he's like stepping away from you, you get
attack.
yes. So go ahead and roll whatever you would like to
Just
roll
a
for
bit
that.
of an opportunity. Dirty 20.
Hits.
11 damage.
Okay, everyone roll perception checks.
21.
13.
18.
He scurries up the wall and like a spider climb onto the ceiling and disappears from sight.
Ew.
The only one who can still see him is Wallace. You see him hidden in like a corner of the ceiling where it's extra dark. I'm gonna say that there's like archways and like paneling to the way that like there's like molding and all these things, so he has places to hide up there. So like
There's
it actually
mold.
makes sense, you know what I mean? June.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see him again?
Yes. You can use your action to do that.
21.
You see him in the corner.
Okay.
Hiding.
I'll run over towards him.
Okay. Yeah. I'll
I'll do the dog point. And then gallop that
So
way.
you point towards him.
Yeah, so that everyone knows where he is.
Okay. Ace, your turn.
I'm going to, since I can see where he is, I'm just going to angle myself for a good shot and try to shoot him again.
Okay.
And I'll do like a little, there he is, so that people know where he is. I rolled a 3.
He's on the ceiling, so I'm not going to have you do a luck roll because he's not directly next to someone. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Next is Vlad, who's going to stand around going, where is he? Where is he? I can't find him. And
What an
he's just going to
imbecile.
like kind of like hold the bat out, but he can't see in the dark at all. And like the room isn't lit whatsoever.
Poor guy.
Like the only reason why you're fighting is because it's not magical darkness you can see in the dark, but
Yeah.
he's just like completely blind.
Right.
He's going to stand there and hold an action to try and stab whatever comes near him. Eddie's going to go again. This time she's going to go forward and go towards where she heard Miss Burbridge in the back of the room. And she's going to run forward and she's going to find the 3 figures, the 2 Burbridges and the bodyguard, tied up and unconscious with syringes sticking out of their arms.
Oh,
Vampires.
And she's going to find them and try and shake them awake and use her action to try and shake them awake. And they're just going to like kind of like unconsciously like lull and like moan and have these like things in their mouth to keep them from talk. Like they have rags. Yeah, gags in their mouth. And that's going to be her turn because she's going to try and figure out what to do. Cal.
Yeah, I'm going to... Well, I think I'm hidden at least. So I'm going to try and sneak over to where Ace said that he was and see if I can see him and huck a dagger at him.
I'm going to say that because Ace is pointing to where he is, you don't have to roll with disadvantage if you want to huck a dagger. Because
Okay.
you're just going for a general direction.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Natural 1.
Pain.
So you huck a dagger and you hear it clang. Anything else?
Try to hide again. 13.
The vampire's going to go again.
Gain.
You see on the ceiling, like the little wounds that you've been scratching into him start to close up again. He's going to jump down at you, Cal, and try to bite you.
Okay. So he saw me.
Yes. 13 to hit.
That misses.
All right, so he jumps at you and he like snarls and tries to bite at you, but you manage to like
Oh, there.
stagger away.
He's right here.
June, it's your turn.
I'm going to glance over at where Eddie is with those people. So I'm going to try to make a perception check over there. 14.
That's high enough. Yeah, you see her with the bodies. You see the same thing that she's seeing.
Okay. I can't communicate anything, but I am going to start growling at the bodies in order to try to communicate something. I can't. I have nothing else. But
Roll
I'm
a
trying
performance check.
Rawr, that means I love you in hyena.
to 5.
I mean, she sees you growling, but she doesn't get the sense that you're trying to tell her something, to be honest. Ace, you're up.
So Ace is going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ace's mark.
So I'm going to run at him and go to stab him with a dagger. 10 to hit.
Misses.
Okay.
You swipe at him and he kind of slips.
And then I'm going to
Yeah,
try
out
to
of
hit
your
him with
grasp.
my hand axe instead. With I'm going to dual wield.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's going to bonus action for that. That's a 18 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
5 points of damage.
Vlad is going to attempt to attack him at disadvantage because he can't see very well. He does not. He barely misses him. Edna is going to attempt to do an intelligence check to see if she can figure out how to defeat this vampire. Yeah, she can't really think of anything except for the fact that the stake to the heart, she knows there's other things that could kill it, but she doesn't come up with it. And she's like watching, trying to figure out what to do, and she's going to run toward the entrance of the room. She's going to get up and run towards the entrance of the room where there were like a few torches in the hallway, like in the staircase up. So she's going to try and run out of the room and get some of the torches to bring back in for light, but she doesn't get like all the way there. And that's her turn. Calgo.
Swag. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with my stake again, or try to.
Roll to hit.
Please, God, I rolled a 5. So I'm gonna do 2-weapon fighting, try and do it again. I rolled another 5. You gotta be kidding me.
Holy smokes, bro.
I missed both. And that's my
Anything-
turn.
All right, he's going to go ahead and try to slash you. He's all angry that he wasn't able to bite you, so he's going to go ahead and try and slash you. 21 to hit.
That hits.
He has an option of, instead of dealing damage, he can completely grapple you. And on your turn, you have to make an escape roll. I don't know. It's like different than, I guess it'd be his strength roll on your part. But he's going to try and grapple you, and he's going to hold his claws to your throat and try and like basically stop all his attackers. June, it's your turn.
Okay.
I got it off.
So I'm looking down at these guys with the shots.
Yes.
Do they look like they're changing?
You don't see them changing right now. I mean, it's nothing fast enough to make you go, oh my god, they're an immediate threat. They're just unconscious. They look sick. And you see syringes on the floor next to them.
So she's freaked out. She's like, we can't fight another one of these. So she's going to try to bite their heads off.
Okay.
Wait, bite the people's heads off?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
They've been
gosh,
injected.
let's go. Do it.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. Which one are you trying to bite?
Burbage.
Which one, Mrs. or Mr.?
Mister.
Oh no.
Roll damage.
23 points of damage.
Let's go.
You bite his head off.
And because I reduced a creature to a 0 hit points,
I
I
love
get
this.
to attack another as my rampage ability.
Oh.
So I'm going to then go for his wife.
Roll to hit.
13.
That hits, and it's on auto crit.
17 points of damage.
You bite her head off as well.
Let's go.
She's just like snarling and just... that's her turn.
Holy shit. Okay. Ace, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna go for the marked vampire again. Is he clear?
No.
Yeah, well, okay. Gonna go at him with the dagger then. Close in the distance.
Yeah,
Good
he's
rolls.
holding cow.
Nope, that's an 8.
Got him
That's
off me,
unlucky.
Ace.
That's unlucky. Okay, we'll go try the hand axe again. Do a little dual wield action. That's also gonna be no good. So we're just gonna move right along.
Vlad is going to attempt to hit him again as well. Yeah, he tries to hit him. He can't see. Edna's going to use her action to grab the torch and run in and bring light to the room.
Nice.
So now there are at least shadows and Vlad's not in disadvantage. But that's her turn because she doesn't know what else to do and she's not really a fighter.
Cal once again
Cal,
goes,
it's your turn.
Eddie, get it off me!
She
Okay.
goes, oh my gosh, and she starts to scream like, like when it's like something gross.
Yeah,
and she's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
ah! She's
So
like,
I have to use my action to do. It's probably a DC strength save.
yes. Yeah.
I rolled a natural 1.
You attempt to get out of the grasp of a vampire, and it is just so cold and like strong right behind you, and you can't see it, that you just kind of have this like fear almost. With a natural 1, it's like you almost can't even bring yourself to struggle against it. You have this like, you're like hit with this cold fear of like this thing that's holding on to you from behind. And it is now its turn, and it's going to bite you. Sensing that fear, it releases its fangs and attempts to bring it down into your neck. 20, dirty 20 to
Yep,
hit.
that hits.
7 points of piercing damage, 6 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh.
And that reduces your hit point maximum by 6 points.
Okay.
I'm going to say now with the light in the room, though, since Eddie brought the light in the room, you see that he is not like sort of regaining his power as much. June, your turn.
I just go, ow! And I just scream. I hate this place!
There's one more person on the ground.
Yes, the guard.
She's
Bodyguard.
biting their head off. 19.
She looks like she's dead. You're not sure, though, because you didn't rip off her head. But,
Has she been reduced to 0 hit points?
No.
Okay.
but she's on the brink of death. She's a little stronger. Ace.
Plain old non-fancy dagger. Let's see what we can do here.
What we can
What we can do
That's
here.
gonna be a nope for that. And then we're gonna try a hand axe
Mountie.
here, and that's also a natural 1.
Ah!
Take 2 more
nothing.
swipes. Nothing.
This is the worst rolling of all time.
All right, Vlad is going to attempt to do a hit now.
Vlad, get
with
this thing
no
off of me.
disadvantage.
Come on, Vlad.
The light floods the room, and he like blinks, now seeing what's in front of him and seeing that's biting into you. And he takes the edge of the baseball bat that you gave him and rams it into its side. It
Wow.
screams out in this blood-curdling scream. All right, he does 8 damage with it.
Nice.
Good.
Next up is Eddie.
Good.
Eddie is going to hold the torch out from her body to try and illuminate more light, and it doesn't do anything, but she's holding it out to try and
Poor
do
Eddie.
more. And she's gonna yell out, "You guys got this! You can do it! What do I do? Tell me how to help!" She's not a fighter at all.
That's true.
She's gonna give a bardic inspiration to you, Cal. You can add a d6 to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
And that is her turn. Cal, it is your turn now.
Oh, it is?
Cow.
Come on, tell me what to do. Tell me how to help.
Get it off! I'm going to try and get it off. 13.
That was the DC.
Oh, thank the Lord.
So you managed to shake him off.
And that was my action, right?
Yes. And as you shake him off, you like feel the blood start to rush down your neck for where he bit you.
And then I'm going to turn around and with my bonus action, use my 2-weapon fighting to just try and stab him with my mace. Or with my, please, God. Nope. 6.
You stagger, trying to hit him, but you're kind of freaked out from the bite and don't manage to do it. He, in turn, is going to try and claw at Vlad. He strikes at Vlad with his claws in a snarl after Vlad, hits him in the side or rams the stake in his side. And Vlad, stumbles back looking real bad. Real hurt.
Vlad.
He's fought vampires before, but, he's, bloodied.
He's a weak boy.
Yeah. Juniper, it's your turn.
Me. I'm gonna take the final blow at this girl on the ground.
Put her out of her misery.
Turn her into...
Yeah, you hit. She dies. You rip her head off. Okay. Now these 3 bodies lay strewn before you as the fight continues behind your back. What do you do?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to go half my movement, which is 25 feet.
That's half?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm gonna bite him.
Can you... Oh, well, because you killed her?
because she killed her.
Yeah, roll to hit.
Oh yeah. And also she now is covered in blood, so that's cool.
that's pretty cool.
7.
That misses.
Why can't we hit this thing? Every time we try to attack this thing, we roll 6s.
Ace, it's your turn.
Very good.
Come on,
Ace is
Wallace.
the place.
He runs in with his hand axe. He's switching it up. He's got the hand axe going in first
Do
this
it.
time.
Go.
That's the 10.
Misses.
All right, so he pulls out the dagger, goes for it again. There we go. That's going to be a 24.
That hits.
Oh, yeah. There we
Roll
go.
damage.
Oh yeah.
8 points of damage.
That's pretty good.
He did damage. Look at that.
Wow.
Vladimir is looking bloodied, but he's going to go ahead and try and attack him again because
Should I attack Vlad?
he's determined.
He might be poisoned at this point.
He hits and he deals 4 points of damage. He attempts to stab him again and succeeds. He's looking rough, but he's dealing damage. He's not going down. Eddie is going to attempt to cast Healing Word for 7 points of healing.
Ooh, nice.
That was her bonus action. She's holding a dagger, and the the torch, and she's gonna like take a step forward, like she wants to help fight, and then not be able to do it out of fear. She's too fearful to actually join the fight and try to stab it. Calgo.
Cal is pissed, and he is going to swing again. 22.
That hits. Roll damage.
Thank the Lord. And this is with the mace thing.
And he is
and he gets
also.
sneak attack.
Do you mean
Yes.
the bat?
The bat. I'm sorry. In here it's labeled as a mace.
That's
'cause
fine.
It's the same thing.
I'm
yeah.
good with that.
He does 11 points of damage,
All right.
and then he's gonna swing again.
You get the sense that it did more damage because it's a wooden stake.
Yeah. I
Go
thought
ahead.
so. And then I rolled a 14.
That misses.
That's my
How's he
turn.
looking?
He's looking a little bloodied.
A little bloodied?
Well, okay, he's looking a little unbloodied. But if there were blood that could be curdled, then it might
could
be
be
there.
curled.
It might be there, and he might be bloodied. So you get that sense.
He's not looking great.
No.
Great.
All right, he's gonna go again, and he's going to try and claw at you, Cal, because you just did some major damage to him. I'm assuming it hits because it's over 20.
Yep.
6 points of damage. He is going to attempt to scurry away and climb up the wall again, but that means you, Wallace, and Vlad all get opportunity attacks. But he's hoping that he can be fast enough, and you guys aren't going to be fast as him, so go ahead and take those.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Roll
Let's-
With my
damage.
freaking stake.
Go.
8 points of damage.
Ace,
Swing and a miss.
swing and a miss. All right, Vlad's gonna try and do it. He hits. He does 10 points of damage. So you both get a hit in,
Got hit.
and he looks bad. He's like crawling up, like screaming. He like bares his teeth and his eyes. All of that like pompous kind of like jovial, ruddy complexion that he had is completely gone. It was very clearly an act. And he kind of snarls and he goes,
You don't understand. You don't understand.
Just evil Dobby.
A good line.
We had to do it. We did what we had to. We did
Oh.
what we had to.
Much more clear.
yes.
We'll tell the people they did what they had to do.
Yes.
I look at Vlad as it's running away, and I'm like, you like my baseball bat, right?
And he like clutches his side because he's pretty hurt, and he just kind of gives you a nod like, okay, all right, fine, buddy, I give you that one. He's like conceding to it.
Yeah,
He's like, all right.
Cal doesn't say it in like a snarky way. He's
Yeah.
more like passive aggressively saying it. like he said.
Yeah. He kind of does it in a way of like, okay, you and I are the only two doing damage here. So like, yeah. All right, we're aligned here.
Hey, I'm trying over here. Doing my damn best.
Hey, I'm killing the dead people, so.
Now it's June's turn.
Okay. She's going to bonus action drop her hyena form,
Okay.
and she's going to run up to him and just scream and let out a thunder wave. And like along with her scream, there's this massive boom that can be heard that like echoes throughout the room. It's very loud.
11.
That fails.
Okay.
Let's go.
But just barely. That's awesome. Okay. Wow. That is so. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Ooh.
That is so disappointing. 4 damage. That is
He
awful.
he like shakes against the wall where he's spider climbing, and he like winces.
He also gets pushed 10 feet.
All right, he falls off the wall.
Yep.
Right in front of you and Vlad, Cal. It is now Ace's turn.
This time he's like swinging that hand axe in a circle. He's like, this is it. This is the one, you know?
Nice.
Poor guy.
Let's
man.
go.
Here we go. Swing and a miss.
Are you kidding? What did you roll?
6 plus 2. That's an 8. So now we're gonna.
You gotta say it. We want to know what you're
Okay,
rolling.
so there's the dagger now. All right, that's good. That's gonna be a 22.
Okay.
That hits.
That is a 9.
How do you want to do this?
Yes.
Josiah, you did it.
So he like runs up with a hatchet and he just like whips it and he's like, God! And then he just gets so mad and just like switches the dagger to his dominant hand and just flips it over and just drives it like right through his skull. He's just had it.
I want to add to that. At that point, I look at Vlad and I'm like, through the heart, right? And then I just kind of wait for Vlad to maybe nod or something. And then I'm going to stab the stake through its chest.
I think if you were to do that, Vlad would put his hand on you to stop you. If you say like through the heart, right, he would kind of like do it, give you a nod, and like hold up his thing, like, let me do it, kind of thing. Do you let him?
Sure.
So he steps forward and he stabs it through the heart. Nice. It doesn't do anything. It's already dead. But you get the sense that it will stay dead. And you get the sense that it wasn't like a fully fledged vampire. It was some sort of man-made vampiric creation. So it was a little altered.
Yeah.
Juniper just like flops to the ground.
Whew. Eddie stands there with the torch and the dagger.
Cal walks over and like just like very gently like takes the dagger and the torch, and I'm like, we're done.
Wide-eyed.
You're good. You're good.
Sorry, I didn't help.
No, you're fine.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Okay.
Hey, you're cool. Look at me. You're fine. We're done.
All right.
We're done.
I go, yeah, it's all good, and I just like just take the dagger out of the head.
We're good.
Did
Okay.
we do it?
I don't know.
Did we? She's gonna shakily pull the book out from this, like, I guess she hid it in her skirts, I'm gonna say. I don't know.
I could have held it, but I have a backpack, but whatever.
And she's gonna open it to see if the task was completed. There is no check mark.
We have not
We gotta tell the town.
exposed the truth.
And then she looks over in the corner and sees the bodies. And then she'll look at you, June.
I had to do it.
I say we take the bodies and we hang them up all over town and leave a little message.
What, the vampires are
That
here?
is intense.
I think they
I
know
don't know.
Ace, that's a lot.
I'm just trying to think of the most efficient way to get the message out that these people are.
I'll walk over to the bodies.
Cal goes and sits down in a corner.
I'll walk over to the bodies and actually look at the syringes and see, is there anything left in any of them?
Oh, good idea.
No.
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 It was all pushed into the body.
Do they have any stuff near them?
No. They were brought up here, bound, and then put medicine. I mean, it's just what they had on their person.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
unless you want the two
Okay.
knives, there wasn't really much but, like, fine clothes.
No.
The
She'll just kind of sigh and thoughtfully look at it.
material in the syringe, though, you do recall, looks very much like the material you saw in the laboratory.
Yeah. She'll just kind of be looking at the scene of their bodies torn apart before her and just kind of thinking for a while.
Eddie's going to quietly go up to Vlad and heal him. And then glance over at the body of the vampire. Should we maybe send the body of that thing out? I don't know. Vlad, what do you think? I don't know this world. How do we expose it?
Should we like write some sort of document or like?
Is there a
Like
town?
a printing press or?
Do they even have printing presses anymore?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, they do, but they're not in use.
Can we just post like signs around?
I can travel back to my kingdom and let them know, but he looks at the bodies with the heads detached. It doesn't look like we'd have as many messengers as you wanted. They got what they deserved, though. Every bit of it. And he kind of gives Juniper a nod in approval. Well, I guess you should head out as soon as possible, Edna says.
Have Have any animals survived all of this? Because I could, if we wrote out a few notes, I could ask some of the animals to bring them into town.
You could. I'm sorry. What? You can ask the animals.
Well, yeah. I mean, I just turned into hyenas.
Do you do the same thing as that guy? And he looks
How
over.
are the animals gonna talk to people?
We can both communicate with animals. We just do it differently.
Oh,
Carrier pigeon situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, yes. I mean, there's birds and things. I'm
Okay,
sure you
well,
could.
let's do that then.
All right.
Do you have? Is there paper in the laboratory or something? We can write out some messages.
Yes. Yes. And he kind of limps away. To make long story short, he goes to the laboratory and he finds some parchment and the seal of his house and the seal of the rest of the houses. And he kind of takes it off their bodies and brings them. And he writes a letter basically saying that the vampiric plague has ended and those who hoarded wealth and security are no longer wielding it as a tool. There's a longer message that I won't go into, but that's the gist of it. He signs it with the seals, the royal seals, and hands them to you. What do you do?
Juniper will go to a window somewhere. I'm sure there's a window. And she'll cast Speak with Animals and do some kind of fun little, like, bird call, essentially. Out, like, open up the window and try to make a call and see if any birds will come by.
Roll a nature check. Or if there's another check that you want to do that you feel would be more akin to the kind of talents that she has, you can make a case for it.
I would say, like, she could look around and see if she sees any birds. Like,
But,
perception,
yeah.
but I don't think that makes... I think nature makes sense.
Yeah, nature, go ahead.
21,
that works. A flock of ravens flies down and perches around
a rave or a treachery.
Ooh.
A treachery of ravens circles around in the dark sky. No stars, no moon. This endless night, world of night, lands around you.
Well, hello, friends. We have a message that we need to be brought out to all the people. Not the vampires, so maybe avoid them, but all the people who are still people. Would you be willing to do it?
They squawk in agreement.
And I think they copied a few of copies of his message that he wrote, and like sealed a bunch of them.
Yeah,
if that's okay.
Yes,
Okay,
I will say he did
that's
do
what
that.
I figure we'll do. And she helped copy probably, and so did Eddie, I'm sure. And so she'll actually strap, like with a little bit of twine, put one on each of their legs, as many copies as they have, and says, like, go to a bunch of different places all around if you can.
They squawk in reply and take off. Vladimir is going to walk up to the group and say, I must go home and tell my family and my people.
Of course.
Cal gets up and hands the other piece of the bat to him. And was like, you're going to need this more than I am. You got anything to smoke around here?
Unless you can find something in that house, no. They may have some sort of snuff or something in there. But I don't think any of them had a smoking habit. He kind of turns to the group and says, thank you. I'd lost all hope in my family and my friends after what I'd learned in the last year. So I appreciate your help.
Well, thanks for finally trusting us.
May you get back to your home, as I will attempt to get back to mine. He gives you a nod and heads towards the stables.
I guess, should we check the book again?
I don't know. How long until we technically expose the truth?
We might have to wait until morning, or...
Maybe we have to wait, or the book might know that it's in process. Well, let's see.
Eddie pulls out the book. There's still no check mark.
I'm gonna go look for something to smoke.
Hey, did you get those daggers? Are they silver?
Oh, that's a good question. Are those daggers that girl had silver?
Yes.
Go check those.
They are.
Yeah, how
They're
many are
fine,
there?
ornate silver daggers. that
How
you
many
can-
are there?
What?
How many are there?
Just 2.
You want to take one each?
Huh?
You can add that
Oh,
to your
dude, you're the
inventory.
rogue. You should be dual in those bad boys.
I'm the rogue.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take them.
You hear the sound of galloping horse hooves as Vlad leaves the hall. What do you all do that evening while you wait for the checkmark to appear?
I am gonna find Cal at some point. I mean, we might all be together, so that's fine too. But
Well, Cal's gonna look for
Yeah,
cigarettes
I'm
or
gonna go
whatever.
walk.
Oh,
but
maybe
I'm
do that
fine
first.
Dude, I might just
smoky.
do a little looting while I'm here. You know, they might have some fancy things in this fancy house. This hall could be a safe.
Name some things you want to
somewhere.
find, and then I'll let you roll to see how many of those things you find.
Yeah, we probably need like some party funds, or like I'm thinking down the road, maybe a diamond could come in handy. That sort of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
About dang time I had a good roll tonight.
You
huh?
find a jewelry box in one of the bedrooms.
Let's go.
I'm going to say you find 2 rubies, each of 500 golds worth.
Nice.
You find an emerald of 200 golds worth. And you find a diamond, 1,000 golds worth.
nice.
So you found some cool stuff. You also find some gold earrings. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I will also say, just overall investigation, you find more of that vampiric serum in the lab.
Cool. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
And
How
you
many
find
syringes?
no syringes. It's just in it's in a
Vials.
vial. I'll say you find 1 vial. There wasn't that much left. Juniper, how and when do you find Cal? And Cal, what are you up to?
I'm just going to look for wherever I think I might be able to find some sort of smokable thing, whether it's a pipe or cigars or something.
Do you
So,
check with Ace at all? Or do you just go search by yourself?
No, I'd probably just go look.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
18.
You find a snuff box. Not really smoking, but like a tobacco kind of based. I'll say you find a snuff box, and that's pretty much it. You don't get the sense that they were smokers, but you find that.
Yeah, and there's snuff in it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I just kind of open it, close it. All right, that'll do.
Cal,
What's up, June? I still have probably a really bloody neck.
hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I can heal you a little bit if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, in terms of my temporary hit points, what do I have to long rest or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm feeling a little weak afterwards. In terms of the bite, am I gonna do I feel weird? Am I gonna become a vampire? Do I feel weird about it, or does
No,
it feel?
you
healed?
just feel weak.
I think it might just be the serum that makes people turn into vampires,
maybe.
contrary to popular
You
belief.
think I'm gonna turn into a vampire, June?
I
You-
mean, hey, that'd be cool.
You do get the sense that this was not, like, it was a man-made thing.
Sure, right.
So it doesn't work exactly. Like,
Okay.
I changed the stats
Right.
a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, vampires could be cool if you had control.
I'm already kind of nocturnal. I kind of like the dark,
That's
anyways.
true. Hey, what was your deal today?
Oh, I was good. I'm just gonna make sure I don't.
Like, you just kind of have this like fixation on baseball, and like you
Yeah.
really wouldn't let that go, and then
Well-
like we're really mad at the Vlad guy. Like, you seemed a little off today. Are you okay? Like,
Yeah, I'm
what's
fine.
going on?
I don't know. June. I just since I killed that person, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. and where I fit in and what I'm supposed to be up to and who I'm supposed to be, and I don't know. I think there was, I mean, I just want to make sure that I'm, being controlling myself. I think I let myself go a little bit there, especially towards the end.
Well,
Towards the conversation with what's his face.
yeah. Well, if I'm any proof of it, just because you've killed someone doesn't mean you need to be a bad person or be an angry person or any of those things. I mean, I just killed 3 more people. And I'm not saying it's okay, but when you're trying to defend yourself or your family or this little chosen family we have, kind of, it's okay. And so I don't think, well, you don't need to overthink it. It doesn't need to change who you are. And also, I know that you're not really being honest with us about what's up with your family, and I'm not going to ask because you don't want to talk about it, but you also don't need to be who they think you need to be either. And if you ever want to talk about it, I'll listen.
Thanks, June. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
He kind of just looks at the ground.
All right. Well, enjoy your snuff.
Well, thanks. It's, yeah.
So you all wait. Eddie checks in with the book. The checkmark doesn't come for many hours. And you kind of make peace with the fact that it's not going to show up that night probably. Or if it does, it makes sense to at least try and get some sleep. So you all kind of camp out there.
I'll try to make some food. I'll make like a little soup.
I think there's a lot of bedrooms, but I think
there was
Eddie...
food sitting in the kitchen.
There was.
I'm saying
there
I'll
was.
I'll cook the soup.
Okay. I think Eddie tries to convince everyone to camp out in one room because she's terrified still.
Yeah, I would do it.
If everyone
I would
agrees.
too.
Yeah, I think we don't.
As you guys wake up and the hours go by, the check mark still doesn't appear. It looks like this is going to take a while because the Ravens have to get to their spot. The people have to authenticate the letter. There's a whole lot of factors in play. And to speed this up, what you think turns into one night of waiting for this check mark to appear turns into almost 2 weeks of you guys waiting in this castle.
Whoa.
Cool.
You kind of fill your time however you feel you want to, thinking about the adventure, but you're also away from home. I would say you haven't been away from home this long.
Yeah.
And getting restless, like, do we need to leave? Do we need to decide to go do something ourselves? I think it's just hit the 2-week mark. Can you all go through the descriptions you had of your characters at the very beginning and maybe add a little bit more based off of the introspection that you may have had during these 2 weeks and during this adventure?
Sure.
Juniper, I'm going to go ahead and start with you again. And we're going to go around in the same circle.
Well, in terms of how how she kind of spends her time in that 2 weeks, I think she would try to draw each of you guys out, just like about your life stories, and like really try to, I don't know, just try to help. Like, Eddie, why is Eddie so scared when they're fighting, and why does she freeze up? Can she help her with that? Like, tries to really talk her like through it almost to see if she can help, you know. She talks probably with Wallace about what it was like to suddenly be among these people again, kind of like he used to be when he was young. And she's trying to draw him out about that, and probably tries to talk with Cal more about his whole thing, and tries to convince him to, or not, she doesn't pry, but she gives a lot of space for him to talk about his family if he wants to and whatever. And I think that for her is kind of healing, because she's feels like she's helping people, because her decision to kill those people who were completely incapacitated, but she was afraid they were going to come to life and hurt her friends and be vampires. And so she's like, I think that moment, that was a turning point for her, where she was like, I'm willing to do anything to protect the people I care about. And that it was definitely very sobering for her. And over the 2 weeks, she thinks about that a lot. And she's like, this isn't the first time that she's done something like this, but this was a big one. And she didn't even hesitate. And it was pretty horrific the way she did it too. And she's aware of that. And so I think she's like, it was just very sobering to her. But it was also like made her very resolute of just, I would do anything to protect them.
Ace, after having been in the situation where he just suddenly went very deep into this character of this stuck-up rich guy, like he begins to realize that there was part of him that he buried deep that was just kind of the way he used to live when he was younger, like back in high school, when he was like, rich kid, like lived in the big mansion, like hosted all the parties, like that sort of thing. And that was very much like just kind of who he was. And it was something that he repressed when he ran away, because of all the stress that was coming with that, of like the expectations. And when he tapped into that again, he almost lost himself there again, and that kind of frustrated him and made him realize that he had kind of some stuff to work through still on that front, and is maybe thinking it's time to go home again and kind of make peace with that before he can really move on and like truly become the new person he's been striving to become.
One thing that I kind of didn't mention, and I think Cal would kind of have this realization over these 2 weeks, is like another thing that he felt kind of after killing that person was that he now didn't fit in. First, he felt like he didn't fit in at home just due to his skill level of what he could do. But then after killing that person, I think he felt like he no longer fit in with the group either, and that kind of separated him from being a decent person to now being a not good person. And he sees the rest of the group as much more morally good than he is now, and felt kind of felt like a separation from them from that point. And I think he thinks about everything that happened in this specific adventure, and he kind of tried to get back into the groove of things. Like, okay, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna be like a fun person again, and like enjoy myself. But forced it hard, and was like, oh, I'm a baseball player. And then as that was getting denied of like, no, you're not, and like, stop, he started getting upset because he was like, I'm trying, but it's not like, no one gets it, and it's not working, so whatever, I'm done. And I think that's something that he realized over the weeks just kind of hanging out. I think he would still probably not really be himself fully. You know, he would try and have fun, or at least be positive, because he usually tries to. But I think he would kind of feel bad about it and realize that he kind of made a fool of himself to a degree. And he would definitely think long and hard about if he should tell everybody more about, you know, his family life. But still, I don't think would get there yet. Can I have everybody roll perception checks?
Not very good. 8.
22.
Dirty 20.
June and Ace, as the weeks go by, the snuff box that he got, he keeps it very close to his little, probably, camp out area. But he never opens it. He never uses it. It just sits there. But it's clear that he doesn't want to forget it. But it's there. But he never uses it. He probably never even opens it again after the day he found it. But he keeps it very close. Yeah, and I think he would just try to relax a little bit, but still be confused about who he's supposed to be, to the group, to his family, just in life. He just feels a little outcast. But it's definitely, I think he understands that it's mostly on himself too, that he's doing this to himself. And over those 2 weeks is trying to come to the conclusion that it's his fault that this is happening. And it's really only his perspective that he's thinking about. So, yeah.
Edna spends quite a lot of time in those first 48 hours apologizing for feeling like she didn't help with the fight. And then she spends pretty much the rest of the time coming up with contingency plan after contingency plan of what they should do if the check mark doesn't come. Should we go out now? Should we wait? Ultimately, I'm assuming the group would decide to wait and see what happens. And give it some time, but she'd be antsy. She doesn't like waiting. She likes to do stuff. So I think in those 2 weeks, I don't think she comes to a realization about herself. She tends to lie to herself quite a lot, so I don't think she comes to any sort of realization about herself. But I think you guys get a glimpse at how much she feels like she needs to do something in order to be valuable as a person, but also to her friends. And so she kind of goes through that. A little more ragged, a little more, what do we do? And by the end of those 2 weeks, as the group sort of waits and does its thing, I would say she reads and writes, and you all find your little things to do. Kind of going through the stores of the kitchen and keeping ourselves alive.
Juniper would grow like flowers all over the house.
I love that.
There'd be, like by the end of the 2 weeks, it's like a jungle in the house.
Oh my gosh.
Just because she's bored.
Edna makes a habit of glancing at the book every hour. And she goes through her routine check, glances at the book, not expecting anything to be there, and there's a check mark, finally, after 2 weeks. And she opens up the closet and sees the observatory and gives a big sigh of relief. And grabs the rest of her friends. And you all file in, bringing the loot and things that you found and the experience of sitting here and waiting after quite a crazy adventure. And the book goes on the pedestal. The observatory zooms off. And you are home, where no time has passed. And it's just the strangest feeling to be back after being gone for the longest mission that you guys have had. And that's where we're going to end it.
Hoo-wee.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That was a
How
good
about
one.
that?
That was fun.
Well, thanks for joining, folks.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Have a good time.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
love you.
We love you.
This is so creepy. Ah.
Don't let vampires get you.
All right, y'all have a good one now.
Thanks for listening to the Whirlwind Chronicles. Got any ideas for a new genre or hook? Subscribe and leave us a comment. You can also send it to whirlwindchronicles@gmail.com. Our renegade adventures may just go there next. Tune in for new episodes every Monday.